I think we are live.
I guess we should
Let's
say
go.
Happy Halloween to everybody. As you guys can see, we have an extra guest on our end. You all know Dennis, but the guy sitting next to him is Cody.
Hey,
And we're
guys.
all in the same room here except for Brandon from Unnecessary Ramblings.
Yeah, he wouldn't make the trip.
He would make the trip up.
Boo on him.
Boo on
Boo.
you, dude. So anyway,
I apologize.
so since this is a Halloween episode, instead of doing our typical the games that made you and blah 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 blah, I don't have the sheet in front of me. What we did was we picked 3 of your favorite horror games that are retro and 3 that are modern, roughly. Jen's trying to read through what craziness.
I'm sure that works.
Jen, you got to stand up and do the little walk.
Practice your nurse walk.
You got to give the fans something to see.
I gotta take.
But don't Sharon Stone it.
I won't
Yeah.
share it, so
It might help the views.
wait. Okay.
You can't see you anyway.
Oh shit.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Anyway, we'll let Jen take her mask off now. And then, oh, Jesus!
Whoa.
Put it back on, lady. You're scaring us.
So, you're in charge of the screen here, so here you
Oh
go.
my God. Thank
I
God.
tell you what, guys, my mask isn't staying on the whole time, so prepare yourselves. It's
Yeah.
a train wreck.
Mine's not staying on all night either.
So, Dennis is,
Oh.
what are you, Dennis?
I don't know. I'm a nerd.
You're a nerd?
Nerd.
Nerd.
I can't
Pretending
wait
to
to
be
get you
smart.
swirly later.
Pretending. Jen is obvious, the nurse.
I'm
from
crazy.
Silent. Yes. just
Yeah,
crazy.
well, yeah.
Oh no. I did
Dennis
not.
says, I'm Choky the Clown.
I'll find out later.
Cody, I'm not 100% sure who you are.
I'm the airsoft gear I had in my closet for 6 years.
There you go, Mr. Airsoft. So, saying that, I'm taking this bunch of BS off here. Woo! Oh, geez.
shit.
That's worse.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Now I can drink my beer.
Lost
Yeah,
like
I
10
do.
viewers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
that was
can't.
expected.
You wait till later.
Uh-oh.
Cody, you gonna take that thing off? Or are you doing that?
I
don't know
was gonna try to brave it, but my fan just died.
I was like, I don't know how you're gonna drink
Yeah,
beer through
no.
that.
Uh-oh, it's stuck.
Oh,
And the
all
mask
right,
comes
Cody.
off. I'm all tangled up my earbuds.
Hide the women and children.
Especially the children.
Yeah, they might come out. Me.
Oh my.
Whoa,
What?
Clark Kent.
What?
There we go.
I didn't even realize it was Halloween.
Hey, you forgot to get dressed.
I just showed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's just how you
Showed up
remember
like
it.
that.
We got Dean in the house. We
Who's
got
all
Gib
watching
84.
here?
Dean,
We got Generation Pixel. Gib 84 is currently in Brookhaven Hospital. I have saw enough of those bloody nurses. They're fucking tough.
You sure
They
it's
are.
Gib 84? I think it says Gib 8. No, Gib B4. Who was he now?
What?
He's Gib before,
Your glasses.
but now is he now?
you have a stronger prescription.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
All right, is this my job?
This is all your job. That's why we got you to.
No,
Take
I
off the
thought
mask.
that was Dennis's job.
What?
Uh-oh.
I got all the jobs.
Except the job you want.
Exactly.
What use?
I'm glad you got the font nice and big. It'd make it really hard to read it otherwise. You got the glasses for it.
What are we, what's going on here? Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Go for it. What's the first thing on that piece of paper? This is usually Jen's stuff. I don't know why.
Well,
you're
yeah.
putting it up.
So Brandon, for people that might not know you, tell people who you are and what your channel is all about.
See, you did a great job.
Yeah, that's newscaster-esque, dude. Beautiful.
Hey, hey.
I run a channel called Unnecessary Rambling. The title pretty much fits the channel. I just ramble about video game shit. Just whatever random video game shit hits my brain, comes out my mouth. That's
There
pretty
you go.
much it, man.
What was that?
Okay, he needs to wet his whistle because apparently this is a lot of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for everybody watching, what's everybody drinking right now?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
I got the
Call 'em up.
I got the hard shit, the real hard shit.
whoa!
There you go.
Settle the fuck
Yeah.
down.
I have a mixture of 3 different kinds of beer. One was the first of all, it was a pump house called Free Fall. It's the
Yeah.
red and the cream ale mix.
Yes.
And then I had half my glass. I had half of that gone, and we were getting ready to jump on here live. So I just topped it up with my homebrew. So I don't know, swamp water.
Swamp
Fuck
water.
yeah.
I think that's what I'm drinking. Your homebrew, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Very classy.
Tastes like-
tastes good.
I
Super
can smell that here.
Yeah, I had smell-o-vision.
I got some in.
yeah.
Yeah.
5D coming to you soon.
And Cody, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the best beer on the planet.
That's a lie.
Scooter.
Nobody would drink
School
When
that.
lie detector
Schooner, East
determined that
Coast
that
lager.
was a lie.
Yeah.
You gotta. The only reason he drinks Schooner is because if you put your
Nobody
beer
else
down,
wants to.
nobody else
Nobody
takes
touch
it
it.
from you.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
left
worried
it.
about
I
that.
left a case of that stuff in the fridge here last party. What was it? Over a month ago?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nobody
The
touched it. I
dusty
ran out of
stuff.
beer. I completely ran out of beer. That was safe.
Yeah, nobody even thought to drink
Yeah.
it.
No,
It was my master plan.
It worked.
Hey, we're hitting up the damn volleyball bar in South Carolina again?
Fucking right we
I
are.
hope so.
Yeah, I
That
would
shit was
suspect we're
incredible.
staying at the same
Yeah.
hotel.
The
Are
same
you
dog.
training? You gonna train for this one this time?
Oh no, I'm gonna get killed by Dennis again. Fucking miserable.
For anybody
It doesn't.
watching,
It
For
just doesn't
anybody
make
watching.
sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Hey,
Look at
Cody,
me.
I feel like I've told you the story before, but for
Elite
anybody watching.
athlete.
He really is. Like it's no joke. Like he's very fucking good at volleyball, and to a point where it's kind of it doesn't compute in your brain, even as you're
I-
seeing it.
I
You
could've
just still
swore-
don't believe it.
I thought it was Tom Cruise over there on that side of the volleyball court.
Real
I could've
shit.
swore. Yeah.
Dennis was on one side, okay? Me and Sam and Brandon. How tall are you?
6'3".
So we think a 6'3" guy. I'm like,
Right.
we
We
got
got
fucking
this.
lock. We got this. He's just gonna raise his hand, hit it back over the net. We're fine. We could put 3 people on one side to 1 guy on the other side. Dennis whooped our ass in volleyball.
Oh, you were that extra in Top Gun, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Whenever
it's-
there was a shot of Tom Cruise making a good shot, I was the stunt double.
Yeah. You just see, you gotta jump it up and spike it. You just see the chest and the abs and stuff. That was
That was all me.
It's the volleyball.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is like it would be us 3, so it would be me at the front, Jen and Sam at the back, and Dennis would just like position the ball perfectly to where none of us could get it. And I don't even know how you can I don't know how you can line up a shot like that. It makes no fucking sense to my brain.
Well, I figured it out.
Obviously.
It's that nerd math he does.
No, I mean I used to play in high school, and then I coached in university, so I was okay.
Comes the dad stories.
Yeah,
He
there you
used to be
go.
awesome in high school.
Then I couldn't go participate in the women's volleyball team because there was lawsuits and stuff. I don't know.
God
Just because I brought a camera in the locker room.
What? What's the big deal?
What's the big
Cameras
deal?
everywhere now.
Well, cameras now are like this size. Camera back then was like, come on.
Yeah, true.
Then I'm not here.
Yeah.
Go about your guy.
So
yeah.
what? Next question there. What are we all playing? No, what?
I'm not
Jen
saying
wants you to do the job, but only when she tells you.
Only when you tell me. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know all
We
of it.
also have retro card collector in the house. Hey, how's it
Oh,
going?
How's it
what's
going,
up?
Mike?
I
What
love
up,
that.
buddy?
Madam Looney he expects at least 1 suplex from Leon.
Oh, there we go.
I could
Yeah.
I volunteer.
I got
Dennis.
you.
Okay, here we
Here
go.
we go.
Are you wearing pants?
I'm wearing shorts.
Nice colored something or other going on underneath that. I was like, where's this going here?
I committed to at least half the bit. I got shorts from or pants from China for this outfit. They're not fitting a 6'3" dude. Them bitches are coming up to my knees.
Yeah, but you realize that as they're shipping that from China to you, they're going, it must be going to Godzilla.
Very much.
Oh fuck.
I tried to suplex my my light thing here, but it's connected to the wall and I didn't want to rip it out of the socket.
Yeah,
So
that's probably
I apologize, Loon.
And we got Jack M in the house. He's saying greetings all, love the costumes, especially the RPD and Bubblehead nurse. I wish I would have did a Bubblehead like the actual from Silent Hill 2. Cody had to like train me on this. That camera's blurry, is it? Or am I?
No, we're that ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
people are
one
gonna-
of us is.
You decide who.
A for effort, but no S rank, I'm afraid, for your suplex.
Oh.
You tried.
I tried, man. I don't have
You
anything
tried.
else to suplex in this bitch.
You
Yeah,
tried your
you'd be
best.
way more comfortable in your
Well, you know,
own
if I
chair.
was there and there was a wrestling ring,
Yeah, your own chair.
Yeah.
I would like to think I could suplex you, but your fucking elite athlete skills, you might fuck me up.
He'll reverse that.
I would block it and give you an atomic drop.
At this point, I genuinely don't doubt it.
Listen, save that energy for Siege. There's going to be a wrestling ring. Let's see what we can do.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
All right, now you can ask.
I don't even want to.
Do it anyway.
Now, just wondering, what's everybody playing right now?
Yeah.
What's in your PS? What's on your PC? What's on your Xbox right now?
You want to go?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, you go
I
first.
literally just finished Earthbound last night. So
Ooh.
Oh, you finished it.
finished Earthbound last night. So I think the next game I'm gonna tackle again is Parasite Eve. I'm kind of got that itch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm playing to remake.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm loving it. But last night,
Didn't sound like she was loving it.
my family wouldn't stay in the basement and kept interrupting me.
So
And
the
I was
games are.
trying to beat Eddie, and it was fucking
Eddie.
tough. It was distracting as fuck.
Hitting in the cruisers or
I don't know.
It, like, I don't think I died as much in the game. Like, no, I know I didn't. But Eddie's like killed me 6 times now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I won't be bragging about
I
it.
normally lock the door when I'm gonna beat Eddie.
Stop eating my earbud wire. You fool.
What are you playing?
I made the worst decision I've ever done in my life.
Oh, you've done so many.
No, this might be the worst. I started playing Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, lots of fucking people jumping off the stream right now.
I tell
What
you,
the hell?
it's fun, but tell me something. It's like, here's the world, explore, get killed thousands of times, lose all your money, start all over. Oh, it's getting to me. It is getting to me.
Bloodborne all over.
It's Bloodborne all over again.
Can we have like a kill compilation at some point?
Oh,
A kill compilation, just watch for 5 minutes and I'm losing my shit. Even the little rat things that I could piss on it and they would die, they're killing me.
Well, have you tried not pissing on them?
But maybe that's the thing. I'm gonna try that. That's a good tip.
Cody, how many games are you playing?
Oh, well, as the resident ADHD guy in the room, I probably have about 10 games on the go.
Oh my god.
all right. What's the one that you're gonna finish first?
Probably Halo Infinite. I'm replaying that again.
Yeah.
And I just picked up a new visual novel game that I'm playing.
Whoa, what?
Code.
What's it called?
What is it?
Anonymous Code.
Anonymous Code.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've heard of that.
It's from the makers of the old Steins Gate
Is it Steam?
one. Yes.
Steam game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's a PC gamer.
PC Master Race.
Yeah, PC Master Stories, yeah.
It's okay though.
Yeah. What's a physical disc?
Look
It's a
around the
frisbee.
fucking room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon, what are you playing?
What are you playing, buddy?
I'm in the same boat as Cody. I hop around nonstop.
Hey.
I did finish Silent Hill 2 remake. Really loved that. I played. I don't know if are any of you guys boxing video game fans?
Boxing?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
I've
boxing.
played a
Yeah.
fair amount.
I'm actually playing Super Punch Out right now.
And I have Facebook.
Nice. They just put out a game called Undisputed. It's
Ooh.
really the first AAA boxing game or somewhere in that AAA AA space
Nice.
since Fight Night, and been playing the shit
nice.
out of that. Really, really enjoying that. And yeah, so those are the two main games I've been playing. I've also been playing a little game called Parcel Corps, where you're driving a bicycle or riding a bicycle and you're delivering packages and shit. It's kind of got like Tony Hawk meets Amazon delivery vibes to it.
Wow.
You get to use the bathroom?
No, just like Amazon.
Just like
Yeah, I like
Amazon.
it. 10 out of 10.
It's a sim.
Yeah, it's like a bottle in the back of your van. That's true. That's what it is. Okay, so other people are telling us what they're playing, and all that matters is Gibby is playing Silent Hill 2.
Yeah,
okay, what the rest of you are playing.
Boy.
No, that's not true. Metaphor, Refantasio.
I'm playing that too.
Everybody, I hear everybody
Yeah.
saying how awesome it is.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't played any of the Persona games, and when I look at that, I kind of see Persona.
Yeah, but how
So-
good can a game be when you can't
What?
even pronounce it?
That
I
is
just-
very true.
Yeah.
I just did.
Scott,
Metaphor Fantosio.
There you go, Scott. There you
I
go.
can't play it if I can't say it.
Exactly.
That's the rule.
the one thing I will say though, Scott, is because you're probably somewhat similar to me, or I'm assuming, I probably shouldn't assume, but the
Yeah,
high
I'm just a
school
way
shit.
shorter version of you. That's it.
Yeah.
And older, way shorter, older, but way more athletic. Way more. I've seen you play
That's a
volleyball.
fact. That is a fact. The shit I hate about Persona is the high school stuff. I don't like the high school
Well,
setting
that
at all.
doesn't interest me
Yeah.
at all when I see that Persona. Like that's
But
why I
see-
haven't played any.
Metaphor is straight up fantasy. Just like it has nothing to do with any sort of school system, anything like that. It's just fantasy, just like any
Okay.
other JRPG. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I should be trying to get a hold of that.
It's dope. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm like 20 hours into it. It's really good.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I can't hop around like that with games. I can't
No.
do it. I'll
It's
forget
tough.
the controls in one.
That's yeah.
It can
I've
be.
seen her just playing co-op with us and then playing a game
Oh,
by
shut
herself.
up.
Fucking shit.
I
So
didn't
you
know
have
what
to
he was
tell her
gonna say.
where
it,
the
but
jump
oh, shut
button
up.
is all the time.
All
Holy
the
shit.
time.
Then the jump button's the X.
I'm like every meme on the internet you've ever seen about a woman not knowing where the jump button is. That's me. That's me when I gotta hop around that game.
Running up against the wall. Can somebody help me?
And-
Again,
Could
that's
you
me.
fucking
That's
help
there.
yourself?
You're
all
up
like
against
the
the wall.
elephant in the room here. He has his own chair over there.
Yeah, we left him a chair.
This is the thing. When we get set up, I argue with Jen. She'll just, Teddy will sit on this chair, this one right here. And I'm like, he won't.
And he
Because when me
is.
and Dennis play baseball, he won't sit on this chair. He has it by himself. He'll sit with me. And then when I say, fuck you, I'll get up, I'll come over here. He'll get off the chair and walk away, go upstairs. I'll go back to my chair, and then he comes back and sits on me again.
Yeah.
And then I'll move again. And that's the thing. I'm like, whatever it is for this chair, he doesn't like. Apparently, it's me.
It's you.
Yeah.
It's not
Now I'm
the chair,
looking at
it's
that
you.
comfy chair over there, but of course my earbuds on stuck over
And
here.
then the camera's not over there on you.
I know Jen set it up. that
Yeah,
way.
we're all set up. So yeah,
And
it is what
be
it is.
uncomfortable. Now I'm like clenching this chair, wearing a fucking slip and slide. There, my ass cheeks are like getting buns of steel as we speak here.
I don't
I'm
understand
looking
why you guys are bored.
Wait till I take this costume off, guys. Woo! It's gonna be. Daddy,
X-rated here.
Get close to the camera and then get far away from the camera.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Bring close up. Whoa!
You lost all your
I lost
earbuds.
my ear stuff. Where'd it go?
We're professionals.
Are you still plugged in?
Is it still blurry?
Yeah, you're still fine.
I think it's just you. I don't think people mind the fact that it's blurred.
I look better in blurry.
I think you do. You don't have an HD. That,
No, no, me
you don't
and
have
HD.
HD face. You're more of a radio guy.
I'm a radio guy.
Watch this little fucking piece of paper there.
Oh yeah, Brandon. We started with this new channel shout out.
Mm.
You've
You got
been
some
following
shout-outs?
anybody new? Somebody that you want to give a little boost to?
Well, I got to shout out First off, got to shout out the homie Mondane, the
Yep.
nicest human on the face of this earth.
Nicest guy on
Um,
YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
Yeah,
doubt
yeah.
about it. And that's Mondane Designs, MOAN Design, MOANDAIN
Listen,
Designs.
Don't
I
get
think.
Jen to
Listen,
tell her because she can't even say it.
if
She
you're
calls
supposed
it
to spell some
Mondanian.
stuff, you want to spell unnecessary?
Oh,
Oh,
there's a story there.
you can't do that. You can't put me on the spot like that. That's too tough, dude.
You know what I tell myself all the time? 1C, 2S, 1C, 2S, and then I'm fine.
Okay.
Right.
but is there two N's?
Yeah.
Yeah, two N's.
Unnecessary. Where that's easy.
Whatever, you guys in your English.
Ah,
That shit was so funny at Siege. I was like, I
okay,
don't
we
know what
gotta
to tell
tell
you.
everybody
Tell the
that's in the
story.
chat. You gotta tell them the story because this is an inside joke at this
Yes. So we brought a t-shirt. No, we didn't bring a t-shirt. We bought a t-shirt at Siege for everybody to sign. It's on our wall. It's hung up. And then I was getting everybody to sign it. And Brandon was like, oh shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, I couldn't spell unnecessary. So I scratched that shit out.
I don't know.
Joke in our
Can-
entire video.
I don't know if it's showing on the stream, but can you see the name tags on the stream for like Retro Rivals, Cody and Dennis? Does it show that on the screen for the viewers?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You're saying Brandon B.
Brandon
Rambling.
B. Rambling.
So when I got in here, I had to put in a name real quick, and I was like, I'm not even attempting unnecessary on the fly.
That's awesome.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so we have a couple other people before we get to the games. Whizball Commodore's in the house.
Yo,
We
what's
got
up?
G-String 855. That's a lot of G-strings.
Hey, I like that name.
Some of my favorite YouTubers collabing.
Hey, G-String, are you like a guitarist or a different channel?
And also, he wants to know where he can find it.
Yeah.
I've never played Zelda Ocarina of Time. Which version should I play it on? N64, GameCube, 3DS, or Switch Online? I have access to all versions. Dean saying 64.
You know what? I'm right there with you, Dean. Oh,
Sorry.
malfunction.
Sorry, wardrobe malfunction.
Hey,
Woo.
have
Yeah,
y'all
but-
seen that new N64 like emulator console? I forget the name of it that they just announced. It's like running
No.
N64 games at 4K. I think
Yes,
60
yes.
frames per second for a lot of them and shit.
Yeah, I seen something on YouTube there probably yesterday or the day before. I can't recall the name of it exactly, but yeah, if that's,
And you can like straight up put your cartridge in the fucking thing.
you can put your cartridge
Oh,
right in it. It will. I think it's 4K. Yeah.
Yeah,
know
and people
how
are
it
like
works.
bitching about the price, but $250? That ain't awful.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Like, come on,
No.
guys. Like, what's like?
Does it give you access to all the N64 games?
You can put the game. Yeah, if you have the game, put it
If
right
you
in.
own it.
Oh, okay.
Do you
I got
know what
now.
would make
Gotcha.
people less pissed off? Apparently, this is the solution because it happened with the PS5 Pro. If you just paint it to look like a fucking regular PS1, people will go, "Oh my god, you know what?
I need.
I do want
I
it.
need it.
Exactly.
Just make it like a fucking jungle green
Did you know
N64
that?
and people
No.
will lose
So
their
anyway,
shit.
we were all pissed off. We even did a video about the price of the PS.
Well, I've seen that.
Pro.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I had watched videos, and somebody, I'm not going to mention the person's name. He's a big channel in Canada. I'll leave it at that. And then he's like completely switched his mind. And he's like, after seeing the anniversary edition, he's like, oh damn, PlayStation. I really want one now. Come on.
It's just great.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't buy one. I will not spend fucking $700 on a video game console. But
It's
that
too
damn
much.
30th anniversary is so
Sounds-
sick, dude. It's so
It is.
sick.
It is. It is. It's a lot of my bitching and complaining is bitching and complaining because it's just out of my price range.
Yeah.
I
Same.
can't. I want one. I just can't afford it. If I was making bank on YouTube here, which we're not, or if I had tons of money just to throw around, I'd be like, yep, I'll get one. You know, I would have one if I could justify the price, but we're just regular Joes.
Yeah, dude. A thing I'd like to see though is that it hasn't sold out yet. The anniversary obviously did, but the base PS5 Pro. Yeah, but that base PS5 Pro, you can still buy that bitch. And to me, that gives me some hope that the PlayStation 6 won't follow suit because they're like, dude, people ain't budging at $700. People ain't coming off that.
Well, you know what the problem is?
Or $900 for y'all.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's the problem. Like before, they had the business model of losing money on the console and make it back on the games, but they don't have. Look at the PS5. Look at the library. Oh my god. Like, I don't see how they're making the money back on the library of games right now. So they're like, well, we got to break even on the console. And then, it's
dude,
it's a shell shock for sure.
I have a theory on that. I have a theory that fucking like Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that is making so much money on PlayStation off those 30% rips that they're just like, they don't give a fuck about their first party releases like they used to.
Yeah.
Those are my underwear. Yeah, it smells good, huh? Yeah. Get excited.
Oh my fucking god. It's us.
Who else is in the chat? Steve, Craig, buddy.
I wish I had Teddy.
And this fuckface, neither me. Sorry. Did I say neither?
We should have had him over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have any friends.
Okay, what's
he looks like an elite athlete. I bet he's good at volleyball.
Yeah.
My dumbass. I didn't even. Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, what'd you do?
I didn't. When I saw the neither me guy, I didn't even put two and two together that was fucking Dennis. I'm so far gone, dude.
This is why you lose at volleyball.
Yes. That's why I lose at life.
I gotta take. I'm slowly losing the costume here.
Oh my.
Oh yeah,
Does anybody
baby.
need a hand?
I can take
Jen,
one.
Jen wants a hand.
Jen could.
You know what?
She could beat Eddie with it.
One of our coworkers lives closer to us, and they had like a haunted house thing. Like we were telling you before the stream started. So we went up there dressed up, and there's kids there. And wow, I like your costume. Where'd you get your hand? And I like, do you mean who did I get the hand from? And she's like,
Was one of them freaked out by my math?
yeah.
Oh, probably.
And then I did the whole nurse thing at them.
They're like,
yeah,
the haunted house was cool, but that nurse was scary.
Yeah.
Even the cool as shit. Like, it's cool.
I should wear it for Siege. I won't be able to see anything.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, dude, it's so hot, Jen. Fuck no.
Yeah.
It's gonna be July. You'd be dying in that motherfucker.
Well,
Yeah.
what I would do if I were you, if you were convinced, well, she's freezing all the fucking time. That's
Yeah.
not going to be a thing
Oh.
for her.
It's true.
Like, if you want to
Okay.
do that, I would like, okay, we'll bring a backpack with us.
Yeah.
Have a regular change of clothes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shorts. You're probably wearing a snowsuit.
I'll be wearing
And I'll carry around that shit when you decide you've had enough of this. You
Yeah.
can go and change the laundry.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Brandon, we'll just check out the cosplay again.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Check
For
out
sure.
the cosplay girl.
Try to figure out who's the girls and who's the guys.
You know, you have to look at the
I'll
face
take
to
both.
figure out who the girl is.
I don't know. They had me fooled a lot.
Hey, if you don't know, then it don't matter.
They don't have. Your imagination doesn't care.
Just close your eyes.
It's all the
Open your
same.
mouth.
And open your mouth, yeah. Close your eyes, open your mouth.
You,
Oh,
you
Third Winners thinks it might be Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
see.
definitely, yeah.
stand double for sure.
Yeah.
Stand
Same
double,
person.
I don't know what
stunt double.
yeah,
Stand double.
Stand double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that
Hey,
standing or
crazy guy on Twitch.
I don't know what I'm saying.
You're the stand double for sure.
I'm
You're
the
stunt
stand double.
I've seen you get a fucking neck cramp.
Well, maybe if we're lucky, I'll get one tonight.
Well, you almost fell out of your chair, so I think it could be done.
I don't even know how I'm sitting in my chair. I've got like half of an ass cheek on here. The dog's ready to start snoring.
He is snoring. He's fully sleeping.
Oh,
This
You
sucks.
can
That's
stay awake
perfect.
for more than 5 seconds. Okay, what's your paper say now?
Do you have the last time that we had Get to Know Game where you had a video gameplay of the games that they were talking about? Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do the retro games first.
Cool.
I think that's what I have.
That's why I'm asking.
Yes.
So Brandon, 3 retro games that made you the gamer that you are today.
So I start playing it now?
I gotta take this thing
You
off.
don't say how I'm gonna play it.
Well, then
There's
do
keys
it.
in the side here.
Okay, Scott's
Oh,
gonna
there
do
you
striptease.
Well, this thing is like
Oh.
it's slippery, and I'm looking
Scott,
at the material.
You could be doing.
Hey, you got to get in the
camera.
camera.
No,
What
no.
are we-
Work it.
I'm not one of these. I squat first.
I never noticed you shave, Scott.
Yay.
Start at the head and just keep going.
Oh, extra teasy.
This is not much better, Teddy.
Okay, so Jen,
Okay,
play that first game that
Okay.
Brandon's gonna
let's do it.
intelligently talk about.
And go.
So we got Parasite Eve on the screen there.
Oh
Yeah.
lordy!
All
I think
right.
Scott knows this one.
I might have played this.
So yeah, man, this is actually one that I only played this recently, like the last I don't know,
Really?
3-4 years ago for the first time. Yeah. The cutscenes, dude. Like what you're
Oh
seeing
my
right
God.
here. This
Yeah.
is, you know, you see this shit in game pretty regularly. Some of the most impressive CG cutscenes.
For
That-
1998. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
I love that city too, man. I love the you know, you're hitting those little blocks. It's just like a little square that you're
Yeah.
traveling between, but it's new environments constantly that you're seeing. It keeps shit fresh. I just appreciate how much shit is going on in this game. It's not just one building that you're exploring and it loops back around. Like you're seeing a full police station and then,
Yeah.
you know, so many different environments. It's a really damn good story.
It's a good story. I find they do a great job setting the atmosphere.
Yes.
Music and just whatever background sounds and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and I wish I could say it's this. I know you probably don't like the graphics and the gameplay I got because it's like an HD kind of upscaled version. Scott likes the old graphics better.
Well, what I need is
But
the
what I got-
remake. I need a
A
remake.
remake would be
yeah.
awesome.
A legit
All right.
remake.
So, dude, Jin, you've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yep.
Imagine that combat system where you can pause and select your, you know, more tactile kind of strategic moves. But
Yeah.
then also you have like, so for big boss battles, you got to pause a lot and all that shit. But for some of the lesser enemies, just over the shoulder Resident Evil remake style combat, that would be so sick in a
That would
Parasite
be.
Eve remake.
Yeah,
It really, really would be.
Let's not mess with the story there because
At
Yeah.
all.
it's good.
Well, that's the thing. The remakes that are done really well. Now they did add extra content, but not really to Silent Hill 2 remake. They expanded the areas, but you don't really notice it.
We'll add to the story, but don't
Don't
Change.
take away.
change.
Yeah.
It.
I get
Well,
that.
Yeah, and that's the thing of just having like some of those spots where we're, you know, traveling in Parasite Eve. Let us explore it a little bit more, like in Silent Hill 2, where you can actually enter some of the buildings and like, oh shit, I bust through this window, I jump over the counter. Like that would be
Yeah.
sick as fuck in Parasite Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
did it. I didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, that's
I-
impressive. I like.
I've dabbled with sculpting before, and one of my little dream projects is to sculpt an Eve, like the bad guy there, like or girl, whatever. Like I would love to make a statue of that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my kind of wish list of things if I ever have time.
So I've never played through Parasite Eve.
You leave right
You should.
now.
Is it fair to say, because that's probably one of the first longest clips that I've seen of Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
It is almost. It's got a Resident Evil.
Very
vibe.
much.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
much. Yeah.
And it's turn based.
It's
But it's
turn-based in
kind
a
of-
different way.
Yes.
Because you'll hit your button, you're going to attack, and then like this weird little kind of
Dome.
grid dome comes
Yeah.
over, so you know how far you can actually. You have to be
Oh,
in that
okay,
bubble
okay.
to kind of hit your attacks, and closer you are, depending on the attacks,
Yeah,
you do more
I
damage and stuff
gotcha.
like that.
I
Yeah.
got
You can still move around and stuff like.
to strategically place
Yeah.
yourself on the map.
It's
we'll
a
say.
good game, and I don't think it's much longer than around an 8-hour game or so.
Okay.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
more than 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm playing it next. If you would want to get a end of it.
Yeah. Well, see, my problem is I don't even know if my PS1 works.
Doesn't have
You
to.
don't have to.
Put it
You
in
can
your
play it on
PS3.
PS3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd have to get it back. my brother has my old PS3 because
I've
his
got a
wife
couple.
wanted to play Lego
What about a
Lord of the
PS2?
Rings.
You have a PS2?
Yeah, if you got a PS2.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're out of
Yeah,
excuses.
I got consoles here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe take a break from baseball.
Playing a
That's
lot of
possible.
I like how I've been designated to the floor. Like
He's always snoring and like.
I've got no chair at all now. I wish we had to set up the camera.
Sit on him. He won't even notice.
He wouldn't
Exactly.
care. I could lay
I
on
just
top
love
of
that
him.
he's in the chair. Scott said he
Told-
never would sleep in.
You can vouch for me.
Oh, I know.
Fucking don't.
I
believe
know.
you.
You vouch for me. We play
No.
baseball down here. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other chair. Dennis sits in the middle. We play baseball, and the dog will not sit in this other chair. And look at him now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
loving
Uncle
life.
Retro 84 is saying his costume's half Terrifier, half Beetlejuice.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Good
Patty the
observation.
Collector said, "Hello, everyone. Came late to the stream. Have been playing too much Silent Hill 2." That's
Adam,
like-
Let's go.
Adam.
Yeah. And then someone else was asking, "Anybody playing Silent Hill 2?" Like everybody. I'm playing it.
Everybody. Well, they
Hey.
sold a million copies already.
I was just about to say that, Scott.
Ah,
The
beats
best,
good. Stole your thunder.
fastest selling Silent Hill
I need a
game
drink.
ever, dude.
Awesome.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I've always loved the Silent Hill series.
Yeah,
And I'm glad that there's a resurgence of
I
people
agree.
wanting to play.
Well, you like the difference between Silent Hill and
And
Resident Evil is puzzles.
Yeah.
Silent Hill has so many more puzzles.
I love puzzles. I
And
love
it's more
trying
of
to
a
figure it out.
psychological horror game
Yeah.
where Resident Evil just goes straight for zombies.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Not as many puzzles, but
There are
they-
some.
like I was impressed what Bloober Team did. I did
Yeah.
not
Jin.
think they had it in them.
Yeah, from Layers of Fear to this,
Right?
big step up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the craziest fucking thing. And Jen, did you see that Bloober just the other day announced a brand new they said
I
fuck it.
know.
We
Well, I have
mastered Silent Hill. Now we're doing Dead Space. Like
I know.
Yep.
I saw your
Now,
video. I had
come
watched
on.
it. And I was like, that was the first
Do-
thing you had
Do
mentioned.
we
in
need
it.
a Dead Space though?
well, they're not they're
yeah.
making it's a new
the
IP,
Resident
but
Evil-
it looks like Dead Space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited for it.
Dead Space 4, though, I wouldn't mind that either. Though.
Well, yes. Let's add to it. Let's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
remake
the
one
second
again.
one now. Like
yeah.
that's what I thought you guys are getting towards. There's like,
Yeah.
remaking the second one. Oh, great.
Well, they
Dead Space
remade
1
the
and 2
first-
play so well. You don't have to remake
Yes.
those fucking games.
Yeah.
I didn't end up getting the remake for Dead Space because I had just played it on the 360 and I was like, that's great. I don't need to get the remake. And I do want to play the second one. This guy's
Well,
copping a feel. It's getting lower and lower. There we go.
It-
Idle
I-
hand thing.
Anybody else know the movie Idle Hands?
Yeah.
I don't
that.
think so.
Who's the chick in it?
Jessica Alba?
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica Alba's. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
not-
paused
I'm
it
not
a
a
few
dude.
times. I didn't have idle hands.
That was definitely not idle.
Almost lost my beer. I think a little bit came up my nose.
Okay. Do we want to do the set? Oh no, we gotta do a question.
We're gonna do a
Yeah.
question,
Oh,
Brandon. So we got
so-
a deck of get to know gamer cards. What 1 to 52? What's your pleasure?
Let's
Pick a
go
number.
3. I don't want to make you
Oh,
travel all the way
thank
back to
I love you.
I love you.
You're gonna
too.
take it easier on you on volleyball. You
Yeah.
think that's what is that your strategy?
Buttering them up.
Yeah.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Okay, Brandon. In your opinion, what's retro? What's modern? What's your line
Modern.
in the sand? What did I say? I'm a little drunk.
You said something right.
Modern.
Dude, you want to know my honest opinion?
Yeah, where do you distinguish the difference?
I just don't fucking care. Like it's either good game or bad game. Like
Good
I-
I'm the same way. I don't
It's-
care what is modern or what is
I never
retro.
cared until I got on YouTube. Like, honest to God, I didn't
But
give a
are you
shit.
forced to care?
I'm forced to care, but then it's like, even if I say, okay, well, we go if I'm like 20 years. 20 years, everything is like cars are antiques, blah, blah, blah. Let's go with a 20-year. That's my standard.
Yeah.
If it's 20 years old, it's retro. And then you're still pissing people off. And
But
you
see, there's so many different ways of looking at it. Like, you can look at it, oh, well, if it was a cart, it's retro. If it's on a disc, it's modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But come on, like,
I know.
Nintendo games, how friggin' old are they getting now? Like, how many years? Like,
Yeah, I
came out,
know.
what, 85, 86?
Mm.
Nintendo?
Well,
Come on. Somebody come up with
I
that.
think
Yeah,
get it in the
something
comments.
like that. 84, 85.
What
You
were you
get-
gonna say,
you get-
Brandon?
Brian,
You
were you guys even born yet at that point?
I wasn't born till
No!
94.
No.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
guys.
Dude. The thing that's like, okay, so I don't know. Do y'all have like classic rock radio stations that you listen to every now and then?
That's all we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's
It's
the
all
issue.
that's worth listening to.
I agree with that. But you'll hear Nirvana on there. And then if you go to modern rock radio, you'll hear bands that sound just like Nirvana. And it's like,
Yeah.
so to me, it's about the experience. Where if I play a PS2 game that I feel like could be a PS5 game, because you see indie games all the time
Oh yeah.
that would be retro. Tormented Souls is a retro inspired game.
Signalis.
You know, so it's like
Yeah.
it's just too.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I'm with you, Scott. 20 years, fine. If you want to do it like that, just a
Yeah.
clear cutoff, fine.
Who I can't remember who it was.
I
now,
think it
but
was Josh. He's talking about the 8.
Well, they went with
The
the
graphics?
if it's
No.
HDMI. If you
Yeah.
can play it
Oh.
HD, it's modern.
Oh.
And
Oh,
then
so
everything else-
360 forward is all
Yes.
modern.
Yes.
Everything back.
I've
I
heard
like
that. I like that too. That makes sense. So HD, you're good. That's modern. All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
But at what point does that? Well, I don't know where TVs are going. Like, how much is it? 8K TVs now? I don't know. My old
Yeah.
guys can't tell
Yeah.
me that. So like,
Well, Scott, I know y'all played Gears recently, and I played through Gears this
Yeah.
year.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
while playing it, every single game, they definitely improved. But I never, not even from Gears 1, did I think, yeah, this feels old. Like it
No.
feels like it could have came out last year or this year.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, really. Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, my son, we only played it here over the last, we played through the whole series probably in 1 year, right? If not over the span of a year and a half,
Yeah.
maybe we played through
Probably
all
closer
5.
to that.
He loved every friggin' one of them there. Love them all. They're all great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But is it so much as the game, or is it the experience of playing with you?
Oh.
Couch co-op definitely helps.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Couch
yeah.
co-op.
It makes it.
How do you beat it?
It makes it better.
You
Yeah.
can't beat it.
You know what? He used to argue on that fact, and now he agrees. He
Like,
agrees.
it's one.
We made the change his
Well,
mind.
yeah, I know.
It's
Right?
one thing playing online with all your buddies that you've never met before,
And I'm
you've
not
never seen.
saying that that sucks. I'm not saying that sucks.
Oh, it's dog
Because
shit.
people
I
get
fucking hate
defensive.
it.
Well, I don't like it either, but people get defensive in the comments.
They get upset
They're
because
like,
a
well,
lot
that's
of
the only
people,
way I
they're-
can play with my buddy there. I'm like,
And I
fuck,
get
that's
that.
great. I understand
I
that.
get that.
I've done that too. But I would much rather play in the same room with them if that's possible.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well, yeah,
saying
it's like-
it sucks, but I'm just saying I prefer.
Right. It's like saying, hey, I don't have a fucking Five Guys near me, so I eat McDonald's. It's like, yeah, I get why you eat McDonald's, but Five Guys is still fucking better, or whatever
yeah.
analogy
Yeah.
you want to use there.
I
Yeah.
don't know what a Five Guys is, but it sounds like I'm going to eat some of that when I'm down South Carolina.
Dude.
Do
Oh,
they
they'll
have-
definitely have one in South Carolina without a doubt. It's
Let's
the
go.
best burger.
Gonna
It's the
Uber
best
eat
like
some
chain
Five Guys.
burger around.
That sounded bad.
What?
Gonna
Five
Uber
Guys.
eat some Five Guys.
Yeah.
That sounded bad.
But like getting
Then,
back with the co-op thing, like Brandon, if you would come down and you would play a couch co-op game with us, whether the game is fun or shitty, it's still a great time.
It's still fun.
It's
Well,
still
dude,
time.
Yeah, I get together with my buddies every Sunday to watch football, and we have one screen playing the NFL games, and then we'll play college football competitively on the second screen, or we'll run 2K or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
My thing is I can't do this online competitive shit because you're talking shit to me through a headphone, and we're not in the same room. Like
Yeah.
it drives me. I'm like, you would never say that to me if we were in the same room.
No.
I
You sound
can't
exactly
fucking
like
take it.
me. I mean, you would never say shit to me The stuff that you're saying, you'd never say it to my face.
Yeah.
You'd be afraid I'd fucking punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've talked about this before. I think we talked about this at Siege, but the fact that motherfuckers, you know, online warriors, whatever you want to call it, so few of these people have ever been hit in the head. If you were ever hit in the head, you would never be saying the shit you're saying.
Well, that's the thing. When you get punched in the fucking face, you start to choose your words carefully there.
Yeah. When there's repercussion, there is.
He wants down. He's like,
Good.
Why are you?
Come on, get down, buddy. Go into the other chair. I get a chair back. Yay. That was the worst route possible. You want to go into the other camera too?
Oh, who's this?
Oh, hi.
How's it going? I'd like to
We're gonna get a camera.
I thought.
his
Pull it out
going
again.
out of control. And Teddy's pretty happy too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to the next one.
Yeah, let's do a second game here.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. It's anybody's guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
There we go. I think I pressed play. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I left a big chunk of time in between.
That's fine.
because
That
I
is
don't
fine.
pause.
It's building
much.
up the anticipation. What is
What
Brandon's
is it?
second retro game?
Oh yeah,
Oh, baby.
we gotta break it out for this one, man.
Yeah.
My favorite game of all time, Resident Evil 2, the original, 1998. So much about this shit. I think that I hate to repeat myself, but the CG cutscenes with this one as well were really, really impressive at the time. The zapping system where you had like the A scenario and the B scenario, and shit you did in the A scenario would affect the B scenario. I personally think what Scott said earlier about Parasite Eve, I feel that way about Resident Evil 2 as well, about just the atmosphere, the art direction, everything
Oh my
looks
God,
so
good.
fucking good in this game, man. Yeah, Leon, Claire, introduced for the first time, went on to be some of the most iconic horror game characters ever. Mr. X
Yes.
debuted here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good, man. So good.
Oh, I was
Oh,
like,
wait.
is that it? I was
No,
like, oh
there's
shit. No.
Yeah. It was also so Resident Evil 1 was built on a different engine than 2, and in RE1 there were only I don't remember exactly the amount of zombies that could be on the screen, but Resident Evil 2 has expanded so much more, and you like in that opening section is the best. Whenever you're the car crashes and it's the fire everywhere, zombies are all over the place and you're juking and jiving trying to get around them and shit. It's a really impressive game on a technical level for 1998.
Oh my God, it was so good. Now, I would argue if people said they like Resident Evil 4 more than the remake, I'm like, did you play the remake?
Right.
But when you say you like Resident Evil 2 OG
New beer.
more than the remake,
I'm pretty low here.
I can understand that because it's like neck and neck for me with these two games.
All right, brother. Here, playing.
You know, Jen, what it is? It's like Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 2, the remake, are very different
From the
games.
tap.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 remake are very different games. RE4 OG, the remake's just a better version of it, in my opinion.
It is.
I have not played the
100%.
remake yet. I've not played the remake yet. I've only ever played the original.
Of Resident Evil 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
But,
You played the remake of 3,
I played the remake of 3. Yeah,
but never played the
I've
original.
never played the original.
Yeah.
Of 3. It's weird. I'm weirdo like that. I'll play through a story and then I'm like, I don't need to play it again. For the most part, unless it really knocks my socks off. There's a few games. There's a few games I like to play over and over. And Parasite Eve 1. There's others.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the games back then. Like, this is your second game from 1998. Like they set them up. They set up the atmosphere like phenomenal.
Oh my God!
You obviously didn't play this in 1998. So
Yeah, I did. I
Did
played
you?
this was I swear to God, this I
How
got
old were you?
Oh, well, actually, let me take that back. It might have been 1999 because I got a so I would have been either 4 or 5 when I played this for the first
What?
time. Bro, so let me this is actually some funny lore. You'll never hear me talk about anything Nintendo, anything really like cartoony, because I did not grow
I'm
up
the
on
same
any of
way.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Same
this
way.
was what I grew up on.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to play. So I went on to like Metal Gear Solid and Siphon Filter and Twisted Metal and like this. I just liked darker shit from an early ass age.
All right, Dennis. I just got done asking. Well, you heard me
Oh, what did I
say.
do?
Like,
There
you
we go.
obviously didn't play this in 1998. And he's like, "Yeah, I did." And I'm like, "What?" He's like 4 or 5. I'm
Oh
like,
my
"What?"
lord!
Playing Resident Evil 2 at the age of 4? Are you shitting me?
So let me be completely fair though. My cousin, he had already beat the game, went through, unlocked the Gatling gun, the rocket launcher, all that shit.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had like the infinite fucking cheat code where I could go in and just
Yeah,
mow
yeah.
down anything. So it wasn't like I was really trying to sit there and understand the puzzles. Like if a puzzle came up, he would
Yeah.
go through it for me. But he showed me how to shoot shit, and I was like, oh dude, I just want to shoot
Never
shit.
mind
I don't want
that. Did your parents love you?
to. I grew up rough, brother.
Well, you grew up like you were growing up in the 80s then, because we were allowed to do whatever the fuck we wanted.
Sure, Brandon, you can play this scary game. We don't care if you have night terrors.
Oh dude, yeah.
That's on you.
That was the least of what was giving me night terrors.
Now, see, this game would have been out when I was that age. I was the same kid. I remember,
Get yourself
like,
a beer?
my mom took us to the I don't know, exhibition, circus, fair, whatever you want to call it. And there was a ride that was like scary. And I was like, I want to go on it. And my mom was like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm absolutely sure. And I was the same, 4 or 5 years old, going on the scariest ride at the exhibition because I
Yeah.
had to. I just like felt it in my core. And when we went to Universal Studios and we went on, I think it was the Hulk. I think it was the Hulk coaster.
Yeah.
Me and my dad went on it. Scott was like, I've had enough G-force for the day. So we went on it. And you know, when you have the pictures where people are like, ah! It was no point in us buying the pictures because we were both smiling the biggest smiles that you could ever smile. I'm like, I'm living my best life right now, Dad. And he's like, yeah, me too. Because my dad's the same human being. He loves all sorts of scary shit. I wish he played games. I bet he'd love them. I think he feels like he's aged out of the ability to learn it. But
The crazy
I
thing
think he'd
about
love
that though, Jen, is that I feel like in a weird way, games right now, current games, it's easier for adults or like, elderly people to pick up and play games right now than it ever has been.
This is my chair.
I agree. I think if I was going to be able to talk one of my parents into being able to play games, my mom would be the one to do it. And my mom loves scary games too, but I think I could get her hooked. If she could figure out how to do dual analog, if I could say, it's fine, you'll figure it out. You just gotta not give up after 30 seconds. You just power through.
I know I don't want to, in case this is a question that pops up later.
Yeah.
But you'll see people get into games or get people into games in the worst fucking way where it's like, hey man, I know you're brand new to gaming, but here's Bloodborne. And it's like, they're never going to like your hobby.
No.
They're never going to
No.
You throw them bitches on the easiest possible difficulty in the easiest possible game. And then they gradually are like, oh damn,
Yeah.
oh damn.
It's like you don't go work out and like, I'm going to squat 300 pounds today. Yay.
Yeah,
You're going to die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're going to be a folding chair.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick a number, Brandon.
Let's go 7.
Okay, you guys can ask the question and I'll hear it when I get back. I got pee. I'm gonna pee my dress.
And I watch.
You're going to have to pay for that, buddy.
Come to the OF.
Oh, buddy. Which console and game library would you sell first in an absolute emergency? Your life depends on it, Brandon. What do you get rid of?
GameCube, for sure.
GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I hate playing on the GameCube so much. I don't know why. I've never been able to really get in. And there's nothing wrong with the controller at all. I just don't like the controller for the GameCube.
I'm with you. I've only played a handful of GameCube.
I've yet to play.
I wish I could get a
minutes on a
normal
GameCube.
controller for the GameCube.
I'm the only one here though.
But my first console
I
will
love
also
it.
piss off the Nintendo fanboys. It would be the N64.
That was going to be my second one. Swear to God.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
The-
just,
Yeah.
Leaving the stream.
Cody says he actually likes the GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh, how old are you when the GameCube came out? Is that your original console?
No, my first console was actually the original Xbox.
Oh, fucking hardcore.
Right at 6 years old, playing Halo
Yeah,
2.
Yeah,
Nice.
attaboy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I grabbed the GameCube first time I played GameCube game. I was in my fucking late 30s. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, to flip it, I really think the original Xbox would maybe be the last console and collection I'd get rid of. I fucking love that
Hey.
system.
Same here.
I am. Oh, not the last one. I love my PS1 collection. Love it. But yeah, like the Xbox, original Xbox is up there, my top 3, along with the Xbox 360.
360
Really like
had a
the
lot of good
360. I
games.
really like the original Xbox. I love the PS1. Like
Yeah,
those
dude.
would probably be my top 3 consoles, maybe. Like
The original Xbox doesn't get nearly enough credit for how weird those exclusives are. Those exclusives are so fucking bizarre, dude.
well, I just love the fact being a collector. Like I got so many of those high-end titles like Silent Hills and Resident Evils and
Oh my god.
Fatal Frames. Like there's a bunch of them that I got that are just way cheaper on that console compared to the PS2.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It's.
the original Xbox never went bonkers in price ever.
I was just about to say
GameCube
that
went
it's still
crazy.
affordable.
PS2
Uh-huh.
went crazy. Like
Yeah.
there was times where they just went completely crazy, and now most of those high-end games are unaffordable.
Scott, I talked in a video recently about and I feel like y'all have to be somewhere in this similar vein, where I'm kind of at the point now where I'm just like cool with what I have, and I'm
I
still
am-
collecting.
Me too. Yeah, dude. Like we constantly keep an eye on Facebook because our local pawn shops post on that. Like their daily stuff comes in daily, and it's getting very few and far between. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
To find something that makes me want to run there and or tell them to put it on hold and I'll come and get it. Like it's just I have so much that I want finally that it's like I'm picking up more modern stuff that's brand new coming out than I am retro stuff because I have the majority of it want or it's priced out of my range.
Well, dude,
But-
I've had this, so I've been like, okay, I pretty much every month I'm like, I'm gonna spend $300. That's my game fund that I'm gonna spend, and it's to the point where the stuff I want to buy that's retro, I'd buy a game or two, and be
Oh my God,
spending
yeah.
$300. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll just buy new shit.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, definitely.
Now, the only thing, as I think about this too, is like I can get a modern game and I can play these retro games via emulation. I'm gonna tell you for myself, and I don't know if people would agree with me in the chat or not. The fact that it's on my shelf and staring me in the face motivates me to play it. And I forget about the ability to play it digitally. I have a digital library. I couldn't even tell you what's in it.
Oh
I
yeah.
constantly come down in this game room and I have stuff staring me in the face, and I like playing that old stuff. I like playing the retro stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
that's
just me,
100%.
but we buy stuff. I'll put things on my PlayStation on the or on my app on my phone. Go on PlayStation Network or whatever it is on my phone, that little app, and I'll put stuff on my wish list. And when it comes up on sale, I'll buy stuff like 80% off. I've got stuff sitting there, but I
Yep.
probably have. I don't think I have 100 games digitally, but I have a good amount of games.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you 25% of them. They get
Basically,
forgotten.
if we're not
It's like a
playing it-
gym membership that you pay for monthly, and you forget about it, and
Yeah.
you just keep coming into your bank account, like kind of thing. You just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like if it's not something we're gonna play immediately, it gets forgotten about.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to
Yep.
go and like, oh, I want to play this. And like I said, I just played Earthbound because I bought Earthbound probably 5 years ago, and
Yeah.
it was a loose copy cost us about $200 back then.
Yeah.
Now that loose copy around here in Canadian dollars runs about 400.
Oh, it's insane.
So yeah,
And
I
200
finally
for
knocked
all.
it off the backlog, and I was like, you know. But if it had been like, I know people play it on the Switch. You can go on the online store and you can get it there and all that. I'm not motivated to do that. Like, Earthbound's sitting there looking me in the face, and I'm like, well, I should play it.
Yeah.
Just like my next RPG, because you did something on Facebook and YouTube, and did a community post asking people for recommendations.
Oh my god!
And Josh made a really good comment there. He's like, because we made a trade with Josh for Valkyrie Profile like a couple of years ago. He's like, dude, it took me 3 tries to get it here, just for it to sit in the backlog. I'm like, fuck, you're right. That's the one. I'm playing Valkyrie Profile after I'm done my little Halloween games.
Yes, because you told people to give you 2.
Yeah.
So we'll go through the comments and get everybody to vote on.
I'm definitely going to be going at
Valkyrie Profile.
And the reason was because we looked at my list. Jen did a ranking video for all the
horror games
I played. So then we started writing down all the RPGs that I had played over the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Because I just started really getting into
commented that. Yeah. I was
like,
I start to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm 18 games in. So I'm like, well, 20 is a nice round number. So what do I play? Like, okay, let's see what people are recommending.
Dude, I'm just saying.
You got a stash over there,
Oh my god.
No, you.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh, dude.
Why not?
What
Last time you cracked that open was in 2017.
See,
I don't know if you want to do it.
There we go.
We got the plague in there.
Yes, now, yes.
Oh,
Like the last time you guys see us. Is there anything in it? Bone drive.
On that sad note, let's play a third retro game
Okay.
Yeah.
that Brandon's bad parents let him play when he was a kid.
Hey, man.
All right. Is your third retro game from 1998 also?
It is not. It is not.
Oh.
A little bit
Ooh,
later.
later.
So,
Happen, I promise.
It's got to be Mario.
all right, I'll wait for the video to roll. We'll build up the anticipation here.
The Suffering.
Yeah. man.
One of my first horror games.
I have not.
Was it really?
Yes, it was actually. I loved the original.
You and I were just talking about it the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back when I was probably 8 years old, I was watching someone play this on Let's Play on Google Video.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was my introduction to YouTube. Was watching some British guy play this on Google Video.
Dude, that's
Bloody
so
hell.
sick.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, we had the Suffering. I haven't played it. But I was like, oh my god, this is like Manhunt. This is kind of giving me Manhunt vibes.
Very
That's like
similar.
Manhunt 2.
There's two games in this, right? The Suffering 1 and 2.
And
Ties
Suffering
that
and the Suffering Ties That Bind.
Yeah.
Okay, we have both on the original Xbox.
The first one's better in my opinion.
Yes,
First
by a
one, yeah.
long shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Dude, I just love the enemy design in this thing so fucking much. Like, all of the enemies are designed after different prison executions, so you'll be
Yes.
fighting enemies that have been hung or electrocuted or
Oh.
burned or
Oh,
Or
nice.
shot. Yeah.
shot. It's so fucking dark, man. It's a really, really dark game. And you're right, Jen. It plays a lot like but see right here, they're in first person. You can swap to third or first
I know, I
person.
saw that. I thought that's fucking amazing.
I'm a third person kind of guy over the first person view myself.
All day, every day.
Oh,
Yes, dude. And it's so much of this. And this is 2004. Being able to swap between third and
Yeah.
first. The game looks good. There are moments where you can tell it's dated, but by and large, like as you're seeing here, roaming around, like this looks good. It was right before everything adopted that Resident Evil 4 like super zoomed in over the shoulder perspective.
Yeah.
So it's still a little bit, it's not top down, but it's top down adjacent. And I don't know, I love how, like the God of Wars and games like this where there was a little bit of space between the camera and the character.
Yes.
I like that. I don't know if that's because I've grown up with that. We seen that first. The closer it is to your shoulder, the more I struggle. Like first person view, I struggle with more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I think the novelty of swapping between third and first. Like I'm with you. I go third every single time. But
If
the
I
fact
can,
that you
yeah.
could do it is crazy.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
Like I could see me playing this in 2025 because when I knew about the game, I knew what it was about, but I hadn't seen the gameplay of it, and just seeing this and knowing that I can swap between first and third person, I was like, oh shit, this looks really, really good.
And this is why we do the Get to Know
This is
Gamer.
why
we
Because
do it.
we talk about games, it's sitting on the shelf, and you don't know about that third person aspect.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
you're just talking with friends. you
See,
know?
I've never played The Suffering, but I assume I was married, so I lived through it.
Pretty accurate to the
Yeah,
game,
I would
honestly,
think
yeah.
it's probably the
Probably.
same.
That's why I don't play horror games.
Yeah.
Did you see that right there that second ago where the dude was like fucking nailed to the damn wall, straight up crucified? Like there's so much of that dark shit. The imagery, the atmosphere. It's so good, dude. It's so good.
I know I would love it. I need to play it. But I've said that about other games that I kind of put off for a while.
Okay.
When I played Cold
Like,
Fear, I fucking thought it was
This is
amazing.
like this would be definitely probably Jen and Brandon and Cody's specialty there, the
Mhm.
horror game aspect
Mhm.
of it. I have not played nearly as many, but I find the retro, I guess, they just set that atmosphere so
did.
much fucking
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Why? Why is that? Why is that? Is it just because they think today's audience is just too much of a bunch of fucking pussies? Or
I don't
Like,
think that's the fact. I think
What
it's
is it?
just
does the old stuff kind of lead more to your imagination? As
Yes.
the imagination fucking freaks you out more.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
what it
I
is.
think today's generation or kids growing up are
Stupid.
no, that's not.
Yeah.
They've kind of grown up in a different environment that we grew up.
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's a different philosophy, it's a different way of thinking. And it just because we don't get it doesn't mean
Here's an example of how our generation grew up versus today's generation. Me and Alex watch movies now together. We'll make kind of a day of it there, like a Friday
Yeah.
night or something. We'll put it. So last night we watched World War Z. So anyway,
Dope.
horror games in general. There, I remember being like being a teenager. Let's say 15. How many people would go to a friend's house? We would rent a horror movie, which would be like Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that,
Friday the
on a
13th.
VHS. Everybody crammed into a small little living room watching this shit there, and like just that stuff. That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That, along with many things, but I've seen so many horror movies, and that's not even necessarily my genre. Like I won't reach for a horror movie because I think
Yours
probably
is dumb comedy.
I love dumb
And fighting
comedies.
movies.
I love martial arts kind of
Yeah.
movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Horror movies, love them around Halloween, but I've seen most of them. I think 90% of horror movies are pretty low budget and like.
Well, most of them are gore porn.
Yeah, I don't like the
Yeah.
gore porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're kind of
Yeah.
going for nowadays. It's like, let's put as much blood as we possibly can.
Well,
Shock value.
But how
value.
about the Thing though?
The Thing, the old.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
the old
the
one.
old one.
I like the old one better than the new one.
I liked
Yes.
both of them.
Well, funny enough, with the new one, they did have all the practical effects already in there, but they didn't think the audience would like it, so they actually replaced it with CGI.
What is it with CGI? Like, what is it, The Mandalorian there? The show?
Yeah.
They tried to CGI
The little Yoda guy there.
Yeah.
What's his name there? You know his name?
Grogu.
Yeah, Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to CGI him and it didn't look right, so they had to go like practical effects there with the puppet.
Yeah,
And it looks way better. It
It's
looks,
so
it looks
much
awesome.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
Okay.
CGI is not always the answer.
No.
it is weird though. Like you were talking about the generational divide, and it's so strange because I know that, and I believe this firmly, that there is a softer generation coming up. Like it seems like each generation gets softer and softer.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. Like I grew up fucking, whenever I was like 12, that was right in the middle of the Iraq war. We were seeing beheading videos pop up on the internet and
Yeah.
shit. So it's
Yes.
like we were
Yeah.
desensitized at such an early
Yes.
age through the internet. And then like the generation that's coming up now, I'm assuming it's 10 times worse because they got all the shit we were seeing plus all the new atrocities that are taking place that are being
Yeah.
pushed.
Yep, definitely.
Well, I was thinking
Definitely.
about that with Alex because he's 17, so he's been through a fucking plague. He's been through COVID, where the world shut down, and then we had a situation here where we were shut down for.
We had a police shooting where 3 RCMP officers were shot and killed, and it was a full lockdown for
2 days for sure.
We were locked down in our house, could not leave our neighborhood
because it was a manhunt to find
They
him.
couldn't find them. I was staying up all night and letting Jan and Alex sleep.
Well, because Alex said to Scott, he's like, "Dad, please stay up so we're safe." So he's like, "I'll stay up and watch out." So we stayed all up in the upstairs. Like Alex wasn't even allowed downstairs because we thought a stray bullet was going to happen. It was going to happen more at ground level, right?
Yeah.
So everybody stayed upstairs, and we just didn't come downstairs.
I did all my patrolling at night there.
But we're relatively a small city.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say.
We're a very small city, so all of a sudden we hear wow, 3 cops have been shot and killed, and to us it's a big deal. But you go into the larger cities, and you're just like,
it's Tuesday.
I'm going to do my groceries.
That happened.
Yeah.
Well, you go to America in general, and it's like a new shooting every fucking minute. It's
it becomes
but it's getting like that here now too.
And it's getting like that. You're hearing things and you're seeing stuff, and you get immune to it.
Oh,
and that's the thing.
That's
it's like
scary though.
Yeah.
It is scary.
As kids are coming up on that shit, it's like, what is that doing to their psyche? You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's like lockdowns at the school every day. There's like a hold and secure because we had like somebody pulled out a gun or somebody this, and I was like,
that
fuck,
happened here not that long ago.
Yeah, it did. And it happens at least a few times
like
a year.
somebody calls in a bomb threat, and you got to take it seriously.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
99
what we send Cody because he's all like strapped up and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, Cody.
Hey, we're frozen.
Oh.
You can
probably still hear us. The screen's off on the back. I think your battery died, Jen.
Did my battery die?
Isn't it plugged in?
Uh-oh. Spaghetti. It is plugged in, but yeah, it's the battery.
Oh, okay.
We still got audio.
Okay, well, while we have this little discrepancy going on, Brandon, pick a number. 1 to 52.
How about we go? I'll give you some time to kill here. How about we go with 25?
Back up and running.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, he's definitely cheating already.
Already cheating.
You already have the card.
Oh man. Well, dude, it's you and I. We're gonna run this thing.
It's gonna be a shit show.
Fucking A, man.
It's you're losing viewers by the second. It's dropping.
Yeah.
We need the nurse in the shop.
My own.
There you go.
Oh my god, I am so sweaty.
I was reading a few of the comments as I was scrolling by there, and somebody had mentioned that they loved the original Alien movie, and I'm like, yeah. I mean,
because it gives you that holy what's gonna happen?
Oh.
Yeah, who's that guy?
We have an echo, Jen.
Do we? Okay, sorry. 1 second. I gotta mute the camera. Better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry if everybody's nauseous as fuck. We're gonna get this working. Cody's doing his own little striptease over in the background.
Hey, but look, I'm representing.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, 1 sec. I gotta get rid of this.
It wouldn't be retro rivals where there's some technical difficulties.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about.
It's a part of the magic.
Magic, sure.
Reload site?
What?
No, I think you're good. You're good.
I'm just looking something's on the.
Look, I didn't freak out at all. I didn't have a girl panic attack, and I didn't. There.
I just don't understand why the phone drained.
I don't know.
Where you're not.
I was connected.
Yeah, but you're connected to the laptop. I don't know if it can pull
Dennis.
enough
What?
from the laptop.
Okay, I just wanted to make.
I think you have to plug it in, Jen.
I did plug it in.
No, he's plugged into the laptop. I don't think the laptop's going to be charging it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That's what I
did. If you plug that one into the laptop, you're going to be in the
It's
same
still gonna be-
situation.
Well, I got 81%, so I'm good for at least 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Well, your
Well-
phone's worse shape than mine.
Charge the other phone while we're doing that.
Do you want me to get you a power brick? That's HDMI. You can't plug that
I can do
USB
whatever
into
the
an
fuck I
HDMI.
want.
Yeah, you can try.
And this is what they call the suffering.
Call back.
Are you charging? Where did you plug it in?
Plug in the fucking amp.
The amp?
I plugged it into the amp.
I don't know if that's a power source. Is it?
I don't know. It's got
It shows it's charging.
Okay, so it shows it's
We're
charging.
in there.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, Brando, buddy.
Let's go.
Single player
How much
or
Velcro do you
co-op?
have over there?
I got all of it. Just in
Jeez.
case.
My God,
Hit me
You
again.
could've-
What was it?
you could have bombed this house twice and he would have survived.
Velcro
How about
alone.
that? I'll talk to you later.
Okay, sorry, Brandon. You prefer single player or co-op?
Oh, geez. Single player by a mile. I love couch co-op, but there is a reality to, oh, shit. Now I got to go and get my buddy, and we're going to sit
Yeah.
here and try to finish this for 8 hours. And by
Yeah.
hour 3, we're probably bored of it and we want to move to something else. And it's hard to, for my friend group, it's hard to like finish games in co-op. We can play shit where it's pick up and play like a sports game, a wrestling game, whatever. But a story, we can barely get through any of that shit.
Yeah,
I
I
think
get
we're
that.
an anomaly.
Yes.
We can actually play.
Yeah.
Play co-op. We play a lot of co-op. Like when we look at the end of the year, we look at my list of games. Over half of my games have been co-op games, whether it's with my son or Dennis or.
However-
three of us.
Wait, Loco, I am wearing the dress. I'm going to put the mask on because you're here. I won't be able to hear
I
you.
I
would
didn't see it
say,
first.
Scott,
No, he's got it.
I don't know if it's different because we are all night shift workers.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what, like,
Oh.
we work from 10 p.m. at night to 6 a.m. in the morning. So when I'm coming here, I'll show up. I'll come here anywhere between 6, 8, 10, or 12. What else is there to
The
do?
rest of the world.
The rest of the world is sleeping.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
get together and we'll play games and we'll play for 8, 9, 10 hours straight because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah,
So
no, I
does
feel
make
that.
a difference. It's a difference in our lifestyle.
Yeah, we definitely have a lifestyle kind of.
It's a lifestyle.
And we
God
also,
was wearing an evil clown costume.
I was really wearing a costume and it was like
Too hot.
silky or something that was slipping
It
off
was
this
silky
chair.
smooth.
The dog had the chair more than I did. I was sitting on the floor for a while. So I got tired of grabbing the edge of the chair with both butt cheeks and just got rid of the costume and sat on the floor for a while. And then the dog decided, okay, I broke him. I'm gonna go lay on the floor.
Yeah. It's just, it also just got too warm and the dog gave up. That's exactly what happened. What are we doing now? I can't see anything.
While Dennis gave him the question, I don't think you heard any. of it.
Yeah, was it either single or
Couch
yeah.
co-op or
co-op
single
or co-op?
player.
As much as I love co-op and we're like co-op first,
And I can't even
I
say
love
co-op
it.
first.
I
There's
love
a high
it
priority
single.
in co-op games
Yes.
for us. But
Well, yeah, but we all have our single
We all
game,
have our single player.
game that you're playing.
Yeah.
yes.
if
the-
there was
the-
no co-op option, I would still be playing single player games.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
if I come
I
over,
gotta take
we're
it
just
off.
gonna hand the remote across.
Yeah.
Right?
well, I think there's a quality issue too that comes in play where it's like, yeah, Skies of Arcadia, The Witcher 3, Mass Effect, whatever the case may be. It's like
Those-
some of
those
the
are
greatest games
solo.
are, you can only play them solo, you know?
Yeah. Dennis's Elden Ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to excuse yourself for a second
I have to
before we start
excuse
the
my-
next model.
Since we're going to modern games,
Are we gonna
Yeah,
play-
it's
are
gonna
we gonna play
modernize.
the next game modern
Okay.
video?
We'll play the next one while Dennis does what Dennis is going to do. Okay. Here we go.
Let's get it.
Black screen for a while.
But I didn't mess up not even once.
No, you're doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
It was a shit show the last couple streams.
Was it?
Evil
yeah.
Within 2.
Here we go, man. Out the gate, I think it's the smartest open world design of all time. I know that's a very hot take, I guess, or a broad statement, but to separate the open world from like the linear, actually story driven shit, I think was so fucking smart. And I wish more games would do it, where you have, okay, here's the open world to go and dick around with, but whenever you really want to get to the meat of the story, you have a linear story to follow. Love it, man.
Oh, I like that
Yeah,
idea.
it was so friggin' well done. I'm conflicted whether we're getting an Evil Within 2 or Evil Within 3, because that studio, Microsoft, they let go of it, but then another Japanese company, I do believe, picked it up.
Yeah, so
it just got picked up, so I'm unsure.
I think it's always based on sales. What were the sales on the Evil Within 2? Does it
never sold good.
Yeah, if it didn't sell good, they're not going to justify the investment for a 3. It's just the sad fact of it all now.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Evil Within 2 ever sold 1 million copies. Silent Hill 2 in a week sold 1 million copies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, yeah, you're right, Scott. And I think if Tango was still with Microsoft, they would do it. But now it's the weird thing where Tango, they essentially were split off from Microsoft and went to, who did they end up going to? I forget. It was a different.
Yeah.
It was a new publishing label that picked them up, or a different publishing label that picked them up. But Microsoft kept the Evil Within IP, so Tango can't even work on it if they wanted to.
Oh, fuck!
Wow. There you go.
So
that
fucked.
sucks. Like, what? I just don't understand. Like, holding on to something and going, well, we're not going to do anything with it, but we have it. So too bad.
Exactly, dude.
That's why I'm feeling some sort of like.
There's a
I'm
video
holding
right
it.
there, Brandon. Games are in basically purgatory.
Yes.
You know, that
Yeah.
they own the IP and they're never gonna probably.
They
see
could
the
make
light
a
of day
spiritual
again.
successor, like Loco said they could.
Yeah, you know what? Spiritual successors are they're great, but they're just not quite the thing.
Well, yeah, because we got a story here with we got to see what happens with old Sebastian, and we got to see what happens with these characters, man.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and it's not the same story. And when it comes to gaming, I am very, very. What the fuck are you wearing?
Oh hell yeah!
You sexy bitch!
Oh my!
my.
I think you're gonna have to keep your legs crossed there.
Spread them, baby.
Oh Jesus! What are you wearing underneath?
Nothing underneath.
Those legs crossed there, would you? That dog is scared. What the hell? What's going on, boys?
Oh man!
Okay.
No, we don't.
Is that what you were supposed to be?
I don't know.
Holy shit. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore.
Hey, only one thing to talk about now.
Uh-oh.
Only one thing. Do the carpets match the drink with this, or?
I love you too, Teddy. I love you too.
Watch out, Teddy. Watch out.
He's gonna hump him.
I could be a little
Teddy's all
orphan Annie.
for this. Yeah, Teddy's all for this.
I tell you what, it's a lot cooler now.
Keep your legs crossed.
I gotta have the gas mask on.
I'm gonna do a Sharon Stone here.
Don't be sharing nothing. Oh, you need to put a disclaimer on this video now. Educational purposes only.
You got to educate us with something. Well, what we got going on here?
I think he's like the bearded lady.
I don't know. I'm the bearded lady from the circus.
Pretty hot. Pretty hot.
Also,
Hamilton, you turn around. Brandon doesn't have any more questions.
maybe this is what I'll wear to cosplay, Little Orphan Annie.
You probably win. I mean, you're better than most of them chicks up there.
Dennis gonna do the peanut butter dog trick.
Whoa.
What?
You're gonna have to spell it out.
Oh, I got you. Didn't. Yep, that just hit me.
We're not gonna let him have any peanut butter. So,
Yeah.
hey, Uncle Fister.
Uncle Fister. Mm.
Very strong.
We have a picture. We have a story. It's probably best if we don't share
We
it.
it's best we don't share it.
We'll tell you later. All right. Oh, question time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go. Next question.
but I want you to say it like you're a woman.
Say it like you mean it.
Pick a
Yeah.
number, Brandon.
Woo, you got me riled
Pick a
up. Let's go with
number.
1. Let's go straight off the top. What we got on the top there?
You're my number 1. Okay, I can't do that. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What?
The voice. Do the voice.
What is the
Oh.
voice? What
Okay, Brandon.
Ugh.
What's a
Woo.
game you thought you'd love, but ended up disliking?
Is anybody else getting an erection?
That's why I keep the camera right here. Game
How short of those pants would be right
My
now.
pants are getting tight.
Damn. I know
What was the question again?
A game you thought you'd love, but ended up disliking.
Ooh.
This
is a difficult question
It is.
because I don't
So-
have one off the top of my head there. I know I have some, but I can't think of it right now.
I'm gonna go with a game that came out this year. Actually, it was a game called Harold Halibut. It's
Ah,
I never heard of it.
yeah, it's like a claymation fucking adventure game, mostly 2D environments. It's really, really pretty. That's kind of where it begins and ends. It's one of the best looking games I've ever seen, but playing it is kind of dreadful.
Okay, they invested all their time and effort into looks and not so much story. And
Yeah. And all of those models are like claymation characters and shit that I believe they actually crafted the model and then placed the model into the game and scanned the actual model to get those characters. And a lot of work went into, the claymation side of thing. I don't know how much of the effort was really put onto making a fun game.
Yeah, that
Wow.
sucks. To think
Yeah.
how long that would have taken to create, and it to kind of go.
Dude, I hate to kind of double down on this, but the Plucky Squire kind of fell into that category for me as well.
What?
Oh, that's what I'm afraid of
I don't
too.
even
Plucky
know.
Squire.
Plucky Squire. I don't.
'Cause that was
heard
the
of
one where
either
like
of
it's
these.
in a book, right? You're like turning the
Yeah.
page. I was really
Oh, yeah.
excited about that one because it was very different.
Yeah.
that- Was it like Super Mega Baseball 4 for you, or
No, you know what?
it's Bloodborne for you?
No, you know
Elden
what
Ring?
my game would be?
Uh,
Is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
that
Give me
was a
something
hot
to throw
take.
in
Personally,
Yeah.
everyone was just raving best
Okay.
game ever.
okay, can we
And I think it got
Explore
so
this
hyped
topic.
up that I played it and I'm like, ah.
explore this topic a little bit here because I kind of have a theory.
I love
Because
Bloodstained.
I dicked
and not-
around with Symphony of the Night on the Xbox 360. I think they had it on the store or whatever. I had a
Yep.
digital copy of it there, and it did not play great. It sounded like shit. You played it on the PS4, I do believe. Same, like
Am I going to your place later tonight?
We're not making it.
anyway.
tonight.
So is that a game that just plays better originally, or
I'm also.
Yeah.
does it?
Those
I never played
CRTs.
the PS4 version. Is there any quirks with it, or is it just that fact that it's just not his style of game? Because
I think
you
those
loved,
CRTs.
what was it?
Bloodstain.
He loved Bloodstained.
I
so
love
we're like,
Bloodstain.
oh, well, that was
Dude, you're
inspired
gonna love
from the
Symphony of the
Symphony of the
Night.
Night.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it has to do with the CRT for Symphony of the Night. Like the colors and shit don't pop like they do on those classic CRTs when you're trying to play them on a 4K.
That's what I'm
you
curious about there because I love it. I played it on the CRT. I played the old school version, right?
know? Yeah.
So I mean, I had dicked around with the one on the 360, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it has to be that.
Yeah, it might be something to that.
And I mean, I think there's also a element of I'm not trying to. I love Symphony of the Night, but I do think there's an element of time and place. Like if you play it when it originally came out, you're like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful 2D game ever.
I
But
did
then-
not play it when it first came out. I
Yeah.
only played it
Yes.
3 years
But there is
Yeah,
4 years
truth to
ago.
that, though, Brandon, because
There is.
there
Yeah.
are certain games that you know that you loved growing up, you played it, and you know without a doubt that if somebody that's never played it will pick it up and say, "This is garbage."
Yeah.
Totally.
Portrait of Ruin. Portrait of
Did
Ruin.
you not
No, I did, but I know a lot of other people don't like. Portrait of
Aw,
You
Ruin.
know what?
to
Like
check
there's
you
lots of
out.
games that like Parasite Eve. I know it's aged. That's why I'm begging for a remake.
Yeah.
I have the nostalgia glasses on hardcore when it comes to that, especially graphically. But if you're used to playing PS1 games and stuff, I can't see why you wouldn't love it. But if you don't like PS1 era graphics and stuff like that, you probably not gonna like that either.
Well, the thing that's so annoying with Parasite Eve is like, dude, it can't cost that much to get that thing remade. I know there's some licensing issue where it's like an author or some shit. It's like I think it's a book series
Originally,
from
it
a
was
while
a
ago.
book. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think they also made a small film about it, possibly. Am I making that up?
I can't remember, but I know we
Yeah.
talked about it, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I just don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if I'm ever going to see that Parasite Eve thing. So I keep saying it, remake. Hopefully, somebody will catch word of it somewhere that
I
makes
can't
big
stop looking at
decisions.
I know.
I wish you would crotch your legs.
He's got shorts
hey.
on, he told me.
Those are short shorts. Who wears short shorts? Dennis wears short shorts.
Wear short shorts.
Listen, can we just do a compilation of what people have said in the comments? It's a women's restroom right now.
Trying.
Yeah, he's been using it for a
Moving.
while.
Boner alert.
Boner, I'm glad.
Does,
I'm
does
the
it
only
show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, Mitchell.
Slowly,
Eyes
my
are
joke-
up here, boys.
slowly my joke about Dennis going into OnlyFans looks like it's gonna come true. Oh, I would pay a gross amount of money for a platformer where I got to play as Dennis as the
Oh.
main character.
In that outfit,
Oh.
yeah.
In that
That's
essentially, yeah.
Oh Jesus! Oh, family proud, family strong. I'm sad you're tuning in right now because I don't know if any of that. Is,
Hello. He's like, what?
Oh, I turned into the wrong show.
You'll have to go back and watch before, guys.
yeah.
He had a respectable. I actually told him to dress up as AVGN, angry video game
He's
nerd.
often angry about.
And so he
everything.
just dressed up as a nerd. But I'm like, that's not him. All you had to do is wear a friggin' white shirt, pocket protector, short sleeve, black glasses. You're cool. You do.
Yeah, and you're
You're done.
often angry about most things.
You're pissed off.
Oh, I'm barely angry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Always angry.
always angry.
Wouldn't like me when I'm angry all the time.
That dude might be the most influential like video game personality of all time. Angry video game nerd. Like he
know.
really might be.
Yeah. He really
Has he
is.
ever been wrong?
Oh, I'm sure he's been wrong.
All the
Oh,
time when
yeah.
he gets upset. Who doesn't get upset at
Yes,
those
everybody gets
spots?
upset. And I know there's other YouTube channels that base their whole channel around the fact that hit the games that he says are crazy difficult. They base their channel around the fact that they can go and beat, and they're not that difficult. you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not a good gamer, and I've beaten some of the harder NES games already.
Yeah.
Like Punch Out, the Turtles, Ninja Gaiden this year. Like they're beatable.
They're beatable.
They
You
have
gotta
to
put the
put
I
time.
know death running these things by any means, and I never will. But if I get to a point where I can beat a game, yeah.
Well, I can't remember who I was
Happy.
watching,
Done.
and somebody said that Contra was, and I'm like, Contra? I don't find that game.
Well, it
overly
depends on how you
difficult.
play Contra.
Yeah, are we playing without the Konami code?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
If you're playing with the Konami code.
Oh no, I
Anything can
need
beat
the
him with
Konami.
Konami.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is- That's the game that made me remember the Konami code.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, I beat it plenty of times without using the code. Like,
I've never beat that one. Contra.
well,
I
My
think I want to do
friend.
Double Dragon next.
There you go.
Pretty sure.
we'll do a double dragon then.
Lots of
Dude, I
people
feel
are
like
saying
I'm-
Symphony of the Night. You had to be there.
I
maybe.
love Symphony of the Night. I
Yeah.
really
What were
do.
you gonna say,
And I
Brandon?
only played that
Or
like
cut you off?
3-4 years ago, and it's fantastic.
It is fucking good. I was gonna dude, I think I'm getting so much worse at games. I don't know, and I know I'm not old enough to make that statement, but man, I like every single game I play nowadays. I feel like I'm just sucking at.
Dude,
It's
how old are
crazy.
you?
I'm
How old are you?
sucking at Elden Ring.
How old are you? I'll tell
I'm
you
not-
what, though. I'm 46 now.
Fuck,
And
you're
I
old.
used to play a lot of 1v1 fighting games. I don't even touch them now. I used to be my jam. Beat 'em ups and 1v1. I don't have the reflexes. Plus, I have something going on with my right thumb. It's like fucking arthritis or something. So now when you see me play, like if you go back and watch the stream where I beat Ninja Gaiden, I played 90% of the game with my fingers. And then when we got to the last, where the boss, I switched to my thumb. But I could not play that game. I could not put the amount of hours into beating that game playing with my thumb because it would have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just get it swells up. I have a ton of pain in it.
Yeah, you're getting old. We get
Getting
it,
old, I
Scott.
know.
Jesus Christ. Play another game. Play another modern game that Brandon's gonna blow us away with. Which I missed what the other one was. What was
Doesn't
the other
matter. You
It
don't
was
get
the
to know.
Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2.
Did you ever play the Evil
Yes,
Within?
he
Yes,
did.
I
He
did.
played both.
Play both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him he had to play
Am I
both.
like the only one in this room that has played Evil Within?
I played the first one, not the second one.
Wow,
Oh,
fuck,
second one is
Cody.
I didn't like the first.
Oh,
First
shit.
one was ugh,
Second
You
one
would
is so
like
much
this. The
better.
second one's so much better.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
The first one's like very just punishing early on,
Oh, it
super
is.
punishing.
Mhm.
The second one is like straight up Last of Us. It's a breeze to get through it. It's so fucking good. So good.
It's
Yeah,
so
it
good.
is good, yeah.
So skip the first one, go straight to the second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah, never mind the first one.
Or I just make Dennis play the first one. And it's like, play this one, then
Yeah.
play that one. Okay. Dennis is asking for another game.
Yeah.
So we'll give it to
Let's
him.
get
It'll
it.
take 3 to 5 minutes for it to start, but
Well, that's
we got
fine.
this.
I'm just admiring.
Dennis and Dan.
Mitchell's appreciating you represent Alabama.
I'm your private dancer. It's the fun lightning.
No, I'm more about.
Uh-oh. I got-
Remake. Go, buddy.
I can just let Jen talk about this one. Jen can cover me on this.
All day long. It's my favorite game, I think. It used to be The Last of Us, but there's just something about RE4 Remake. It's so well done. I could have played it for longer. Like sometimes a game overstays its welcome and you're like, okay, wrap it up. I never felt like wrap it up with this. And the hardest boss in the original game for me was the fucking jet ski.
Pop them in these.
The
Mm.
Take
jet
the
ski
knee.
is done so much better in this one that I loved it. Like there wasn't anything I didn't like about it.
Dude, everything is so much better in my opinion. The knife parry, the weapon swap on the D-pad with the extra weapon for, you got like your 3 different weapons you can swap to. The actually shit is so much less tedious. The lack of QTEs, where pretty much all of that shit's just real gameplay now. More explorable locations similar to Silent Hill 2. It's just so much in there. Has been obviously moving and shooting probably the biggest thing.
100%. I was just about to say that. And the mine cart, when you're on the mine cart, those ones were so much better done in
Yep.
the remake. I couldn't go back. Like I love the original. I really do. But it's like a big jump for me. Like I said, with RE2 and RE2 Remake, not that big a jump. With these two, I feel like there's such a big quality of life jump. I don't know what it is, that it was so much better to me.
I think that it's the fact that RE2, the original, is an entirely different game from the remake, whereas RE4, the original, and RE4, the remake, are very fucking similar, except one just plays way better than the other. So it's like, I don't know. I know people love RE4. Before RE4 Remake came out, RE4 OG was in my top 10 favorite games of all time. I don't even know if it'd be my top 50 now. Like, I don't even think about that game anymore.
I know. I would never go back.
No.
I would never tell anybody to play the original first and then play the remake. I was like, no. Just play the remake.
Absolutely agree.
Just go right there. There's no need to. It's beautiful. Everything they did in the original was, they made it so much better in this one.
Agreed.
I took the day off work. When this game came out, I was like, no. I'm taking the day off work. I took the day off and stood in line with like 4 or 5 other dudes, and they could not understand why I was there. I was like, I'm here for the same reason you're here.
Dude.
And they didn't know.
They're like, what?
Oh, that fucking
like,
chainsaw, dude.
The fact that you can parry a chainsaw with a knife
I
is the
know.
funniest shit in the world.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, man, this shit rules. As soon as I finished it, I replayed it again. Like, it's just one of those games, like you said, Jen. I could take 50 hours of this. I don't want them to ever make their games 50 hours because I think the replayability that's on offer is one of like the biggest selling points of the games. Doing different shit, taking different paths, using different weapons, all that. But like, man, immediately when I finished this, I was like, I'm gonna play this again. Not for trophies or any, just because the game is so good. The gameplay right here. I think you're about to see the knife fairy with the chainsaw. It's so fucking funny.
It's so good.
Parrying a chainsaw with a knife. Here it goes.
I think I catch like the first of it. Yeah.
There we go. Attaboy.
There you go.
That shit's, dude.
That's a Jinshu knife.
I don't know if y'all have any interest in this, but so y'all have the internet capability to be able to run gameplay while doing a stream. My internet's dog shit. Like I can't do that at all.
Really?
Oh, dude, I'm not running.
She's not running it like that.
I'm not-
She screen capture records and then
Oh.
puts a hard drive. Hooks a hard drive. up.
Yeah, I have a video
what that way.
file. So
Okay.
that's why I get everybody's games in advance so that I can go get like a bit of gameplay or get the trailer or something and
This-
then put it on a file.
That was something when we had thought about. We had talked about bringing Get to Know Gamer back for a while,
yeah.
and I was like, well, I want it to be more than what it was. I want to keep the same feel, but I want to bring that gameplay in to make it, because we can sit there and talk about it. But if you can't see, if somebody on the other line can't see what we're talking about, if they never played the game, it's hard to visualize. So
Right.
if you bring that
Yeah.
gameplay in, we can sit there and talk about it there, and kind of it gets everybody involved with the conversation. And I want it to always feel like we do here, like on a Saturday night. You come over, and sometimes we'll just sit at the bar. We've sat at the bar for like
Hours.
6 hours, 8 hours,
Yeah.
drank beer, and literally just talked the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
freaking night. Just had fun.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like that's what I want this to feel like.
Yeah, that's so fucking sick. I got to make a trip up to Canada.
You
did?
You do, buddy.
Yeah.
Gotta make
Yes.
it happen.
Dude,
Our
here.
fucking dream would be that like the whole Siege crew, like at the Irish pub, the Irish pub people could come here and we could just hang out or anywhere.
Oh,
That's
Dude.
why I'm like Siege 2025 needs to happen because I need us to all be back together.
But see, the sick thing is, I could care less that we're going to Siege.
to the convention.
The
You don't
convention
At the
is fun.
convention, I don't give a crap. What I
Same,
want to
dude.
do is hang around with
Oh, yeah,
everybody. again.
Definitely.
I'm the
That's
same
all.
exact way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. The convention was great. Like it was very well organized and all that.
Oh yeah.
But like I just could not give the slightest fuck less about going around and like trying to find deals and all this. I do not give a shit about any of that at this point. I just like hanging out with you guys. That's the
Oh,
only.
that-
Yeah.
That was the highlight. Like anytime we
It's
talk
the
about
anchor though of the whole meet.
it is the
Oh,
anchor.
it's
Yeah.
a purpose, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a reason to get together.
Plus, you
And
get to
see-
see all these other people. Like, there's gonna be people that I know, like Jen talks to like almost daily or weekly
Mm-hmm.
in videos and comments and stuff like that we're gonna run into. That's not like technically in our like smaller group of YouTube people that you
Oh.
guys like. You're not even on. What do you call it there? Polo. Jen has a,
Yeah.
like a polo group there.
Yeah.
Of, like most of the Siege people.
I tried to talk Brandon into Polo.
Right, he's not technically
I tried.
advanced
He was
enough
like,
to get in
"Listen,
there or
no."
something. I don't know.
I
I'm not in it either, but I hear a lot of it there because she'll play it.
Hey, I even my best friends try to get me into group chats. I'm like, fuck you.
I get
I'm the same way.
I get it.
I'm the same
I
way.
totally get it.
Does
Dennis,
my-
what's my phone number?
Oh, bye, family friend.
I have no
Ciao.
idea. I've never
I just
texted
noticed
it.
you're leaving. See you later. Have fun.
See you later,
See you later,
family
buddy.
proud, family strong. Thanks for
Dude.
coming in.
It's my entire job is primarily answering phone calls, answering emails, responding
Oh.
to text, shit like that.
Sounds
So
like
whenever
hell.
so whenever I'm not doing that, if I'm getting notifications from my buddies from some stupid and no offense, from some stupid ass group text where they're telling me, "Hey, fourth and 7, the Cowboys
Yeah.
are don't fucking text me with that bullshit."
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I'm so antisocial. It's crazy.
I just want to go back. You say what you're saying, and I'm gonna go back here a little bit in the stream.
In-person socialization, I'm there for it all day. I love
yeah.
hanging out with people in person.
Me
I do
too.
not want to do online socialization at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Like,
I get that.
like we joke. Like a Jen, I'd say Jen's my secretary, because if anybody asks me, there, well, how do I get a hold of you? I message Jen.
His work doesn't have his number.
I don't give anybody my number.
Like,
My only purpose for having a phone is for my wife to get a hold of me, or for me to look at Facebook or eBay at work in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't. I'll have like there's very few people that message me, but if they do message me, it could be like a day before I even look
Oh,
at my
yeah.
phone. If I'm on vacation, I may not touch my phone for days.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
leave
that's
it on the
why
shelf.
if if we've got the night off and I'm like, I could play some baseball tonight, I text Jen.
Text Jen.
You think Scott wants to play baseball
Yes.
tonight?
Yeah,
Fuck
come out and play.
I just
Yeah.
that's how it works.
I need a refill. Does anybody else need a refill?
Yeah, get me another Rattler.
I'm still good for the moment.
I can
Have you been on the same schooner?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah, get me another one. Those are
Okay.
both empty.
Okay.
I had to go back to this because I want to address it. I hate to be that guy, but real talk.
You're not the guy
RE4
that-
was already perfection. It didn't need to be remade. And
Hey,
you know
buddy,
what?
I can understand where you come from.
You know what? You're not wrong, but you
Yeah.
don't know what you need until you know you need it. So I played RE4 and I was like, that's the fucking best game ever. And then I played RE4 in the VR and I was like, that's the best fucking game ever. And then I played the remake and I was like, no, that's the best fucking game ever. So you
Yeah.
don't realize you need it until you know you need it. So
He may have played the remake. I don't know.
You know what? For
but-
people that have never played RE4, I haven't played it all the way through. I dabbled with it. I'll be playing
yeah.
Well, why not?
because it's the tank controls.
Why not?
But the cheesy dialogue, that what makes
Somebody
it
mentioned that.
amazing.
Yeah, I get
Okay,
that.
what
that's the
Brandon,
truth.
Hey.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of things.
hey,
Oh, the big
what's
cheese.
that? Brandon was saying something, then you
Sorry.
didn't have earbuds.
Brandon's
You just
got a
cut you
thought.
right off.
Sorry
Go
about
ahead.
Mitchell, if he's still in the chat, I wonder if he's played the remake, because I felt the same way. I was like, RE4, it never needs to be remade, it never needs to be touched. That is perfection as is. But then when I played that remake, I was like, oh shit, okay, they really did the thing. Like, they did not fuck around with this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I haven't played the remake yet.
I haven't
It's
played
just
either.
it's night and day, and it's the weirdest thing where it's like, how could you make something that was so great so much better? At least in my opinion. I would never ever recommend someone, if they're playing a Resident Evil 4 for the first time, I would never point them in the direction of the original at this point. I just think the remake is like solidified itself as like the way to play RE4 remake. But I mean, hey, that's why the cool thing about RE4 is that the original, you can still buy that bitch and play it on a PlayStation 5, Series X, whatever. Like, it's
Oh,
available
yeah.
everywhere, the original and the remake.
But if you're playing RE4, you have to at least try the Wii version. The Wii version is
I hear that.
so
Fantastic.
I've heard
weird.
I
that.
heard that too.
Yeah.
I see a local put their original RE4 isn't tank control. Sorry, I meant that you can't move and aim, like
Yeah.
shoot at the same
Yeah.
time. Can't
Yep.
strike or whatever you call it there. That's what I meant. I'm an idiot though. Thanks for correcting me. I'll drink to that.
Oh, that's why we got The Last of Us Part 2 remastered at PS5. And I know. I don't understand
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
That's a waste of money in my opinion. But
Yeah.
what do I know? I haven't played either of the Horizons because they don't interest
Like,
me.
how old is the original part 2?
Oh,
Like,
2020.
yeah.
Yeah. So why remake a brand new game?
It's insane.
I would argue.
It just goes to show how easy it is for them
Yes.
to just plug this sucker in and remake it there
Funny.
via some program, AI, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And here, printing money, people will buy it. And
Yeah, the crazy thing is, like, are people buying that shit? Like, I buy the games, the remasters, but I buy them for like $15 whenever they're. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I was like, no, they didn't even need to remake The Last of Us.
I
God,
didn't
no.
think so.
Yeah.
Do
No.
I have it? Yes, but I didn't spend money on it. And I
But you
didn't-
know what?
I asked for it for Christmas.
I haven't played the original Last of Us in probably
few
It's
years.
been a
6-7
while.
years since
Yeah.
I played it. So when I go back to play it again, because that is one of those few games I said I'll go back and replay. I'll probably play the remake of it.
Well, you might as
Why
well.
not?
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
know.
If y'all own it already, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we already own it. Jen had to play it every week.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to address this too before we go on to the next one. PlayStation probably has to get back that Concord money. They're getting it back one customer at a time, aren't they?
Okay, I don't understand. What's the Concord
Just
money?
show us.
What's that?
Oh, you never heard of Concord?
No. I
It is
haven't
one
heard
of the
that.
biggest flops that PlayStation has ever done.
Oh, they fucking spent
Oh.
mucho dinero.
Well, it's like $100 million or something like that.
What?
For a game?
Yeah.
Dude,
It
$400 million.
There we go.
Yeah.
How much?
400.
What?
400.
So to put this in perspective, Scott, The Last of Us 2, 220 million, double almost the budget of The Last of Us 2.
Yes.
Shit.
And it did so destructively bad.
They-
But Brandon did fine. He tried it. So he's
Sony Pony, fucking supporting the big man. There
So,
you go.
so,
he had a reason.
so whenever it got shut down, I was like, I got to get a physical copy of that because there's probably only like, I would imagine less than 5,000, 10,000 physical copies out there in the wild because the game did so horribly. I'm like, I got it. That's a fucking relic. I mean,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
this is not only the biggest PlayStation flop ever. This is the biggest first party flop. Nintendo, Xbox, they've never put out a game that's this expensive and has gone on to do this. This might be the biggest flop in video game history, dude.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm reading a comment there. Uncle Retro 84 says 4 million. Is that? Are we
Maybe.
mixing numbers up? Was
No,
it 400?
400.
400 million is the exact number.
Well, that's what's been reported.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't understand how. Maybe I just don't get
You don't
how
understand those
expensive
things.
games are to
Oh,
make.
yeah.
But how does it make? How does it take 400 million to make a
it blows my
game?
mind because you're doing everything on a damn computer.
Well, because it was made to kill Valorant. It was made to kill
Yeah, but how do you-
CS:GO 2,
how do you-
Overwatch 2.
calculate because it's all friggin' man hours,
Mm-hmm.
basically, right? Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
Well, yeah,
Am I an
like
idiot?
it's man
Because it's
hours.
all man hours when it comes to computing and programming and doing all.
Computing?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know. I'm drinking.
That's the thing, though. It was the team making it. They were in Washington, so one of the most expensive cities in America. So you're paying probably, let's say, 500 people, 400 people on the team. Whenever it got to, whenever they were getting close to finishing it up, you're paying each of them at least $150,000 a year. So 150,000 times 400 people, and then you're talking about exactly what Cody said. They said that they thought of Concord as like the next Star Wars. They were putting so much stock,
yeah.
so much money into this thing because they thought it was going to ascend into like, oh, we got to make a movie about this, and now we got to make an animated television. The thing had like 10,000. It sold like 20,000 copies.
It's fucking
Wow.
I find it
Wow.
funny that like when companies or corporations or whatever people do that, they think that they're going to create the next Star Wars. When George Lucas created Star Wars, I'm sure he didn't think it was going to fucking be as big as it did.
Holy shit!
As everything that went out there,
Mhm.
they never thought it was going to
It's
be
so
as huge.
rare to catch lightning in a bottle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
How
plan
How
to
can you
catch lightning.
say, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it? No, it just happens.
Yes.
Dude, you're 100% right. And that's the thing. When you see like the biggest games out there, your Among Us and these games that turn into gargantuan, crazy success stories,
Yeah.
they start off pretty fucking small and then they
Oh, yeah.
they grow to become a Fortnite. You
Yeah.
don't just come out the gate being fucking Fortnite. Fortnite
No.
didn't even
No.
come out the gate being Fortnite.
I mean, I
No.
don't think the creators thought Fortnite was ever going to do anything remotely.
No.
Well, did anybody else hear my fucking dog snoring?
Mm-mm.
Listen,
Yeah, like the Fortnite Battle Royale mode. That wasn't even the main game mode. That
No.
was a side game
It
mode
was a
as
side,
they made the campaign. It was
Yeah.
like a horse
That is-
shooter.
like literally, you're catching lightning. Like it's
It happened. It hit at the right time, and
Yeah.
that's what the people were looking for. So you can't predict that stuff.
No, absolutely not.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Fortnite cost around $30 million to make. I could be incorrect on that, but I think I remember hearing that before Fortnite launched, in like officially in 2017 or whatever the fuck year, it was only about $30 million to get that thing across the finish line.
Anyone need a refill? Or...
That
No, I
wouldn't
just
surprise me at all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Loco was saying Stardew's a great example of that.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly becoming. Yep.
Yeah.
I see Uncle Retro 84. I love that name for some reason. Says no, I meant 400. Sorry, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
400. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
like
it
Dennis
is
and Address
400
is
million.
hitting the
400
right spot.
million. 400 million. That's bonkers. That number.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That is
I,
bonkers.
what gets me? Did nobody along the line? I guess if you're getting paid $150,000 a year, you're shutting the fuck up and you're keeping your job for as long as you can have it.
You want
But did nobody along the line go, "Oh shit,
This
we're
is
making a
good stuff.
flop.
Yeah,
Like
I'm sure
we're
people
making the
do.
worst game."
But you know what? You get a lot of yes men underneath you. And
Yeah.
That's the
guy's
problem.
just getting his ass kissed constantly there. 150 grand. Give me my.
That's exactly the problem where you're working on a game and you know it's shit,
Yeah.
but guess what? You just keep doing it because you're paid to do
You
it.
tell the guy above you exactly what he wants to hear. You get
Oh,
your
yeah.
paycheck.
It's great, boss.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what happened with Skull and Bones. The
That's
Skull and
Ubisoft game.
Bro, that is a fantastic example because this year we've had Skull and Bones, Suicide Squad, Concord, 3 of the most expensive games ever, all fucking tanked.
Oh,
And-
that's
And you know what? I haven't. Only one I've even heard of is a Suicide Squad one, and I looked at the gameplay and I was like, no.
Steve Craig saying the exact same
Yeah.
thing. Quite a few bombs this year.
Yeah.
Squad, for example.
Goes to show you just can't throw money at something and get gold. Like
No.
you need to have a really good creative party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. All of them live service games. And maybe that's not the fucking trend. You dumbass publishers who are trying to chase this trend for the last 10 years and consecutively flopping. And you see the one Fortnite or the one Valorant or the one Overwatch. And you're like, oh, we can do that. And then $400 million later, you have nothing to show for it.
But because
Yeah.
it's too little too
And
late.
those, you know what? Those guys never lose their job.
No.
Right.
They never lose their job. They get a big bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
fucking insane.
They blame everybody underneath them.
You gonna make him pick a number, or did we do that?
I don't even know if we did it, but let's do game number 3.
Okay, let's do it.
Game number 3, modern.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. I didn't mess up once. I'm expecting. No, you know what? I can't mess up at this point. This is the last
You
one.
messed up.
You haven't clicked the button yet.
Okay.
I do. We're
Let's see.
making great time.
Cody's
I
double thinking at this point.
Prepping.
It's like he's rocking it over there. You guys can't see, but he's got 2 beer and a Gatorade.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I don't like Gatorade.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, man. I know people love the first game.
But I still prefer one.
It's tough because one, the big difference is one has a more isolated kind of spooky feel. One is scarier, but 2, man, the location, the same thing we talked about with Parasite Eve, the variety of locations. It's the same
Yes.
in Dead Space 2. You just constantly see new shit, and I love that. The Ishimura from Dead Space 1 is the more iconic location because it is all one location, which the sprawl in Dead Space 2 is one location as well. But it that's the word, the sprawl. It's fucking sprawling, man. It's every room feels a little bit different, and it's got this like creepy kind of cultish, almost Scientology vibe with
Yeah.
some of the shit going on in the story. And yeah, I just love the location. The sprawl is much more. It just spices it up more than the Ishimura. But I agree 100%. The Ishimura is scarier. Dead Space 1 is. Dead Space 2 is a lot more action oriented. Even as you're seeing here, it's a lot of balls to the wall action, which Dead Space 1 is too. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I haven't played Dead Space 2. I played the first one. I did not play the remake. Loco just said on the odd one out where I didn't like the Dead Space remake, and I can't comment on that because I didn't play it. But I really, there was times where I was legit scared during that game, and I don't get that often. I've been getting it again, the tension, the heaviness with Silent Hill 2 remake. And I'm finding I'm missing that from modern gaming. So when they give it to me, I really appreciate it. And I got that with Dead Space. I have a thing too with outer space and aliens where almost all of those games always get me.
You know the thing that Dead Space and Silent Hill have in common is enemy placement. They're excellent at placing enemies in the most terrifying
Oh my
locations.
god.
Behind you, down to like you can barely see it out the corner of your eye, and it's kind of fucking with you just with the like flickering off to the
No,
side.
I think you had it right the first time. There's a
It's
big
a fuckering.
fuckering
Yeah.
that, like in. I can't tell you how many corners I've walked around where I'm like, I don't trust that empty space that's like a millimeter wide. I'm pretty sure 4 sets of legs are going to be there stacked on top of each other and going to come out and kick my ass because every time in Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'm like, no, I don't trust what you're doing.
Yeah, dude, it's
And-
so cool that they like pop out from under desks and shit.
Oh
like,
my god.
who thought of that? That's so smart.
I'm like, where's my static? Why am I not getting static right now?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Just throw an enemy at me, make me scream. But that's what I've been appreciating. That's what I'm missing from modern gaming. And I'm really excited to play Dead Space 2 because I liked the first one so much, but I'm gonna throw a hot take at your face.
Hit me.
I think Callisto Protocol is a better Dead Space.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is hot.
yeah, very hot.
Because of the varied environments, I really thought that they just did something really well. The fucking voice acting in it is amazing.
Callisto
It's a
Protocol is
beautiful-
a damn good story, dude.
Yeah, beautiful ass game. Like, I don't know. And I didn't have the problem, I guess, that most people have with it being too short because Loco sent it to me. So I didn't pay money for it. So maybe I would have been upset at it being a short game.
I've been in that boat where I've bought a game day one full price and it's been a really short game and that pissed me off so much.
Spider-Man 2.
No,
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Miles
sorry.
Morales. Yeah, like I love like it was a good game. But like beating it in 5 or 6 hours, I was so pissed off. I was like, we spend like $100 for a brand new game here. I was like, are you shitting me? This cost me $20 an hour? Like this is insane.
Yeah.
Mad. And it's just that's the same thing that keeps bugging me. But I enjoyed the game, but that's the thing that just keeps bugging me about it.
Dude, I will say, Jen, I'm like thinking about. Oh, so hold on. You said you didn't have problems with Callisto? Did you not find it hard as hell?
I did have to drop the difficulty.
I did too.
Did you drop it in the same spot as me at the elevator level when you?
Yes.
I fucking tried that for hours. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Because I kept going, okay, I'll prioritize putting things in the toolbox or like setting them to the side. I just need my ability to be able to throw an enemy into the fans. I'll kill them that way quick. But because when you get to that end of that, like, whatever that it wears out, you need to like charge the next one up. There would be that like just a little bit of a throw, and then there'd be 5 enemies on me, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So
dude,
I had to drop it there.
I did too. And Cody, you're right about the dodge. The dodge is everything.
Yeah.
Once you learn the dodge,
Yeah.
But man, I don't know what it was with that dodge system. I could not come to grips with really understanding that thing. The elevator section and also the lift where you're having to sling the enemies off of it to get the lift moving or however they have that mission set up. That shit was brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I did have a game-breaking glitch, and I thought, honestly, I was going to have to start it over, and at that point, I was out. Because I don't care if it's the best game in the world. If I've just played it for fucking 8 hours and I gotta start it over, I'm not doing it. I'm like, make your game better. Fucking fix your game so I don't have to.
Wait, guys,
Dennis.
blur that out.
Forget Dennis walking away.
Yeah, so I don't have to do that. But I think I was in the 6th or the 7th chapter of 8. And it just all of a sudden locked up, froze. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. I started over. No save data except for like 5 hours back. And I was like, I'm just fucking playing 5 hours of this game again. So I had to go online. And I didn't panic at first. I was like, okay, maybe there's a fix. And somebody did say start a new game. As soon as you start walking around on the ship, pause it, and all your save data will be there. And it was all there. And I only lost 5 minutes of progress. So
Wow, that is so
Yeah.
wonky.
it was, yeah.
That's weird.
I was.
You know what I find
I
that
wanted to
drives
cry.
me nuts about modern gaming there? Like, for people that play a fair amount of games, how many game-breaking glitch games have you run into recently?
Yeah.
It's always a glitch. It's just, what the shit?
It's like, we're the testers. Can you pay me to be a tester? Because right now I'm testing your game so you can fix it, so I can report a bug. Like, get that shit right.
Dude, Scott, the I don't know if you've seen this game, that Sky Ocean's Wings for Hire, the Skies of Arcadia inspired modern game.
I'm not interested. It looks too Nintendo for me. Yep.
Dude, that issue, exactly what you're talking about. Fucking game breaking. I was enjoying the hell out of that game. Game breaking bug right through. I'm like, bitch, I bought this day one. Like,
Yeah.
why are the
Yeah.
people who support your company the most support your game the most? Why are we the ones punished? That's so ass backwards.
Right?
It's so ass backwards.
Right? When I get it for like $10, $15 or a few years later, I'll be the one that enjoys it because it hopefully will be patched at that point.
Exactly. It's so ass backwards.
It just doesn't pay to buy things day one anymore. It's, buyer beware now.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. It's you know your publishers and developers. Like I like Ubisoft stuff, but I know a lot of people are getting to that point with Ubisoft where they're like, I know y'all are going to put out a dog shit day one release and fix it later, and they're right. That fucking happens with almost all of their games.
That's a business model at this point.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I can't follow the
Very
Ubisoft
gracefully.
formula anymore.
So, Dennis, do you stand up when you go to the washroom, or do you sit down at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Loco's saying he found Callisto Protocol pretty easy until the final boss. I actually found the final boss easier than that fucking elevator level.
Yeah,
I think.
Well,
I
yeah,
did a
because you
couple-
dumbed it down to
yeah,
easy.
we already dropped the difficulty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I played it pre-patch, like first patch, so the dodge was very overpowered. You could just spam left and right, and they literally were programmed not to hit you. So
That's right. That's right. And if you go left, they're gonna hit you.
yeah.
If you go right, they're gonna hit you. You have to go left, right.
Yeah, they were literally programmed to only attack you one at a time. And if you spam left, right, they literally could not hit you. You weren't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We played it. We played it at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Played it at the wrong time. What else? I do wish that would have worked for Symphony of the Night because I lost everything in Symphony of the Night.
Oh
Well,
my
she
god.
deleted her own save.
I deleted my own save file,
Yeah.
and I was like
Can't help.
done.
That's just
and
stupidity.
That's a rookie mistake.
yeah, it's a
Rookie.
rookie mistake.
That's
In
why you
any
have to
JRPG.
save. That's why when I was going into my last mission there on Earthbound, I'm like, you can copy your file. I was like, I'll copy my file here just in case.
Like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
What's an autosave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Hey,
auto
Mr.
save.
Rambling. I got a deck of cards here with your name on it.
Oh baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
big deck.
Unfortunately, we don't have number 69, so
I mean,
68.
Ooh.
let's go with 11.
There
Turn
you
it
go.
all the way up to 11.
I'm
Well,
surprised you
taking
can
that,
keep
I'm
that
gonna
high.
use the washroom there. He has to use
He's-
all his
he's
fingers
got
and a
this.
toe. We
Yeah.
hope it's a toe, but in that dress, it might be.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, Mr. Rambling. If you could spend 24 hours in any video game, what would it be and why?
All
That's
right,
also for people in the
Yeah, anybody can answer
in the
that.
chat. What would be your game that you'd spend 24 hours in a video game?
let's do one extra question after this one because Jen actually hit me with this on a Q&A
did.
video a while back, and
I
I got to give the same answer. Anything that I could take back to the real world, I would just go into the video game world, rob the shit out of whoever rich video game character, and take it back to the real world if the money is transferable. That would be my only. I don't want to be in any of these game worlds. They're all fucking horrible hellscapes where you're getting killed, and I just want to go and rob a motherfucker and come back to a nice reality where I can put my money into a damn investment and have it make me money, and I can sit on my ass for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the best answer. I was like, zombies.
No, you don't want to
know
live
what's wrong with
through
me.
that. You don't want to
No.
live through it. It's
Okay.
coming though.
Mass Effect is the only one that's like a little bit of me where I'm like,
Ooh.
you know, it'd be nice to hop into a fucking ship and be able to explore the galaxy, like go any different planet,
Yeah.
and that'd be nasty.
Okay, how about this? How about rather than him pick a number, you just go in there blind and decide.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
really blind. I'm 3 beers in.
That's all it takes,
That
ladies
one.
and gentlemen.
Yeah, we did that one. Jesus.
How are the odds that I picked one that we already picked?
Out of 52.
The illusion is broken.
Oh, don't mess up my hair.
I thought you liked me
Till
so
later. Oh, this is kind of cool.
Okay.
What is your best game hunting memory or score you've ever had?
Oh, this okay. So we the really only place we hunted for was at a flea market. I forget the name of it. J and something flea market in Pensacola.
Silent Bob?
Jenny Silent Bob, yeah.
I didn't even spit my drink to say it.
Yeah.
So we went there a lot. I remember getting like I got college basketball 2010 from there before it went crazy in price. I got Knights of the Old Republic from there for $1. I got
Shit.
yeah, it was, but it's hard for me to even really go back to that because almost everything we got from there was like $1, $3, and we got heavy hitters, but I don't even remember because we weren't thinking about it that way. We weren't thinking about like, oh, we're gonna grab Knights of the Old Republic, and we just got a huge
Yeah.
it wasn't really a steal at the time. Everything was
Yeah,
low priced.
That's the thing. There was.
Oh yeah, back in
go
2010,
back.
especially.
What?
Holy
Go
shit.
back like pre-COVID. You know, and prices of games were way different.
Yeah,
way
dude, and this
different.
was like 2015. This is about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 years ago. Whew, way different.
So a lot of those deals, they don't even really hit me because like everything was around that. I mean, for a game to be, and I've only ever collected for PS1 to modern. Like I've never went to NES, SNES. I've never collected any of that
Yeah.
stuff. And 10 years ago, that stuff was a little bit, up there.
Yeah.
But PS1 through at the time, like PS3 was really what I was collecting for back then. And that shit was not expensive at all 10 years ago. So I never
Oh,
really thought of like, oh, I just got this excellent score because almost everything was really, really low priced.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
You bought what you wanted and you didn't really, I want this game. Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
You
you know
find
what?
it, you buy it.
Yeah, that's
Those days are gone.
those days
Oh
are
my
gone.
god, yeah.
I miss those. I know there's a lot of people that like they don't look at those days as fondly as they do these days because they look at the value of their games
Mhm.
more than the actual hours. When I look at everything on these shelves here, like I've got a lot of value, I guess. I look at it time. I have got a lot of time on my shelves.
Oh
here.
yeah, we got a
Okay, shit
lot
ton
of time, and we're not afraid to get rid of games that people are going. Don't get rid of those games. They'll
Oh
be
yeah,
worth
I got
something
rid of some
someday.
360 games here recently that had jumped up in price there, and
And you're like,
I'm like, I you know what? I played it and I just, I'll never play it again. I didn't care for it.
but
I
you
just got
want
rid of
it. You want it.
I wanted
again.
something else.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll trade that.
Yeah, dude. And like, I know a lot of people are really precious with their collections, and I totally understand why. But
Yeah.
you hear the question all the time, like, what would it take for you to sell? How much would you, what's the price tag for you to sell? You come at me with a decent price. I don't give a fuck. I love these games. You come at me with a decent price. All these bitches are gone.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
that
Jen
precious
would
to me.
argue that. Jen would definitely argue that fact because we talk now about like possibly in the future moving,
Yeah.
downsizing the house, all that stuff, and she's like, well, what happens is people come into the house and they're like, well, they almost like start making demands. They're like, well, I want the TV, I want that, I want this. So what if people clock in and ask for the collection? Well, they're gonna have to fucking put a couple zeros on here. Like, it's gonna be pricey. I know what my collection's worth. You buy the whole thing. You're gonna save a lot, but you're gonna have to buy it. You're not gonna just get it for the price of the house. You're crazy.
Oh yeah. No, you're
You're
putting 5 zeros on that bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. And I'm like, well, I love going out and collecting. I know what I like right now. I know what I would recollect, So I would definitely get that. I don't think the size of the collection would ever hit the size it is now because of the price difference in the games. I know what I need to have in my collection because I really love. So I would get those back.
That's the thing, dude, is like you have the memories with the games. That's the point.
Yeah.
The point is to you bought the thing, you played the thing. Now it's like, oh shit, I'll always have that memory. And then when you go back and you collect it, you're collecting the memories.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly. Yeah, I feel very bad for a collection that never gets played.
Shelf collectors, I have a hard time, like, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but when I get the shelf collectors that buy like games and leave them sealed, or buy games and stick them on the shelf, and it's just like, okay, I wait till they get in values, trade them out.
To a certain degree, I get the sealed games. To a certain degree, like if you can get something digitally and you're like, you know what, I'm going to leave this one sealed because maybe in the future it's worth something. And then you can do what Patty the collector did and sold a good portion of his games for $18K.
That's my fault. As a digital gamer myself, I am pretty much almost 100% digital. But if I play a game I really love, I will go out and seek and get a physical copy.
Yeah.
And I usually keep it sealed if I can.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Now I'm the complete opposite when it comes to comic books. I have comic books that I've never cracked. Like I know that's value. I know it's the first appearance of this character. I'm going to keep it in that condition. I'll read it a different way. That's basically money. It's printed money at that point. I won't ever touch it. Games are different. I just look at games differently.
Well, I think it's because you value games more. It's like you.
Well, I look at games as time, and then I look at comic books as like it's a story, but I can get that story a different way. But it's hard to get. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense. Even me sitting here describing it, I'm like, Scott, you're full of shit there.
Yeah, but when you're reading a comic book, you're taking in the words. The pictures are nice. It's
no,
great.
I know. There's.
It's great, but when you play a game for 20 hours, you're not reading a comic book for 20 hours.
But the Walking Dead, the series went up to what, like. Was it into the 200s?
Oh,
I read that entire series. Mm-hmm. Loved it. Loved the entire series of The Walking Dead. The comic book series is way better than the show.
Yes.
I only started collecting them, I think, in the 90s or something, the issues. I would love to go and collect them. They're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
If I were to get a Walking Dead #1, you think I would read it? Fuck no. It's going to sit on the shelf there. It's going to be sealed in a little
No, I mean, I guess you can get that. Yeah. Why Steve Craig does the same thing with his.
I can get it.
Yeah,
I can get it. I don't understand necessarily, and I don't want to shit on people because I've collected everything. I collect toys. I've collected hockey cards. I've collected. I'm a hoarder, just organized. I've collected everything. But when I look at like Switch games and people want to keep them sealed, I'm like, sealed games are expensive or go up crazy in dollar amounts because they're rare. Everybody has sealed Switch games right now.
Well, now,
they're never going to be worth money. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not willing to buy 2 of them to play it because I won't play it digitally because I don't want to support that business model of buying a digital game that much. I'll buy it when it's like 80% off or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy digital, then buy a physical sealed.
Yeah.
I want my physical games. And if I buy digital first and then get a sealed game and leave it on the shelf, eventually there won't be any games to be left on the shelf sealed.
Yes. Well, that's what Uncle Retro said. He said he leaves his sealed until he plays them.
We do the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's what he said.
We get shit for it when we do a collection video and people see seals on the games. Like we may have like, I don't know, there was less than 10 out of our PS5 collection and people were fucking giving us shit. They're fake gamers, this, that, everything. They were giving us shit. I'm like, it's sealed because I can look on the shelf and I can see that friggin' plastic,
Well-
and I know I haven't played those
Right.
games yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to the store and you buy a box of cereal, you get home and open it. No,
Right.
you fucking open it when you're gonna get some fucking
That's
cereal.
true. And when you want
Yeah.
to fucking use it, yeah, I know.
You don't. Oh, look, I got some spaghetti. I'm gonna open the pack right now. No, you open it when you're ready to use it. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know why I'm
man.
getting so upset about this.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, you must. I don't know if you've seen it because I don't think you have Instagram. But Jen one comment pissed off Jen so bad that she did a fucking rant, and I
Oh,
think it
no.
was on
Oh.
Instagram.
Fucking
Where
crazy.
people-
are like, "What?"
Somebody
Yeah, so I
called
was
us
like,
in
"That's
as
my
fake
part."
gamers because we had a few sealed games in our collection video. I'm like, there's only a few, and they're sealed because we haven't played them yet, and fake gamers and blah blah blah. And, and
Well, what is a
pissed her
fake
off.
gamer?
I think it's
Yeah,
a shelf
that's-
collector.
I think
a shelf
it's
collector.
people that
You know what a fucking fake gamer is? A fake gamer is a person that has a YouTube channel about gaming and that just fucking resells games and doesn't fucking play them.
Well,
Bro.
So there, piss off people. There, that's my.
Fair
I had
enough.
too many beer. There we go. Cancel me now.
we're canceled.
This isn't even something that I'm like upset. Like I don't give a fuck one way or the other, but it blows my mind to have a gaming related YouTube channel and not play games.
play
Play
your
games.
games.
Yeah.
Like what is the point of all of this if we're not playing games?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Like when we were at Siege last year, I'm not going to mention the channel, but the guy asked, you watch any, that person was a reselling channel. You watch any of the resell? I'm like, I'll be honest with you, if you're not playing games on your channel, I'm not watching. I don't watch many of them.
You know,
That's a different channel to me. That's a different genre of YouTube channel to me.
For me, YouTube is like information. I want to go learn about that game, so I want to at least hear somebody's opinion, see some gameplay before I buy the game or invest time into it myself,
I think, Jen, you do make a good case that I never even really thought about. Is like, that's not even gaming. That is that's money making. That's almost more of a money channel than it is a gaming channel. I never really looked at it that way. I guess that's a good point.
And a gaming channel that resells games oftentimes will branch out into something else. So at the same time, how do you continue to call yourself a gaming channel when you're providing no information really about the games more than the value?
Yeah.
Or the perceived value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, to me, a gaming channel should be something where you're sharing knowledge about games, not the price of what you can sell it for.
It would be like
It's
me
different.
with comic books. I'd have a comic book YouTube channel, and all I do is basically acquiring and reselling comic books. But I have no idea about anything that's in between these two sheets of paper.
That's a buy-sell channel.
Yeah, your buy-sell
channel.
It's a buy-sell. Yeah.
Which there's value to that. Yeah.
There is.
Absolutely. People love it. People love to see you get a good deal and then see how much you made from it. They fucking made a mint on that on TV with like American Pickers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? So, but that's a
Storage
very
Wars and
exactly. It's not so much about the item. It's more about I bought it for this, I sold it for this.
That actually does make sense. I've literally never thought about it like that because I always thought of like, oh, that's a gaming channel that they don't play games at all. And then, but it's a money channel. It's they're more.
I'm gonna go right on the limb and say if the games weren't worth what they're worth right now, those channels wouldn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If there was no value to the resale.
Oh, I bought this for $1. I sold it for $1.50. Whoop-de-doo. Right?
Yeah.
Whoopity-doo.
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 I feel like we all kind of came up through YouTube being, like we talked about, angry video game nerd, happy console gamer, these people where it's like the entire thing is playing a game, talking about a game, sharing that experience.
Passionate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This whole side thing of like, and you also see it with like the grifting channels where it's nothing but super angry video after super angry video. It is y'all don't play fucking games. Quit talking about y'all don't play games. Don't talk about them.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's why that got me so riled up is that I'm like, if you watch our channel for more than a second, I'm playing games. Scott's playing games.
I never really read. I never read the comment. Like we put a video up, and within the first 24 hours, I'll go and I'll read comments on my YouTube channel just to see and I'll like them and stuff like that, and just to see how the video is being viewed by people. But then after that, it's dead to me. I don't look at it after that. I'll ask you, how did it do? How did it do? But when she was telling me, like, this guy got pissed off and he was calling, like, saying we're not getting, I think that's more along the line of, I think he's been tricked before, where he has girl gamers that were, like, you know, present themselves as a gaming channel. The guy probably sent them some money and or whatever, super chat. I don't know all that stuff. We don't do that stuff. And it's like, then he comes to any channel that might have a female on there and then just starts calling you out on any little mistake or anything at all. Just like, you're a fake gamer. You don't
Do you
play
know what
games.
though?
Blah, blah, blah. You just because you're. Didn't he mention something in the comment because you look good or?
I don't know what it was, but to a certain degree, I get it.
Oh, I can understand, but like, don't like make a snap decision.
Yeah.
Like give me the benefit of the doubt before you doubt me. Like, dude, I'm playing the games.
With you, Jen, in specific, I always, and I bring this up on the channel nonstop, whenever I'll be like, I don't have enough time to do. Whenever y'all put out that video where you would finish like 50 something games and you were working 2 jobs with a kid, adult, like that's the whole thing. When people, I don't have time to game, I always point to you. It's like Jen had everything stacked against her to where she could make all the excuses in the world, played 50 fucking games, finished 50 fucking games. Like we all have enough time. It just kind of depends on how we prioritize that time.
You do. You have to make a schedule for yourself.
I think people are gonna take that time. That time, that's your time. Like I know.
Yeah, whether it.
I know you're busy. I know you have family. I know you have kids. I know you have a job. I know you have everything. Put your fucking phone down for a couple hours.
Oh my god, like, that makes
put your phone down on the weekend. Throw your fucking phone in the corner on a Saturday morning. Just go and play games while the kids are watching cartoons or something. Give yourself a couple hours. You're gonna feel so much better.
But yeah, everybody needs something to decompress, and some people they use. Unfortunately, they use their.
I
cell
think
phones.
they use Instagram and.
I mean, because they'll easily say, well, "I don't have time to play games." However, you just binged watched 8 episodes of whatever.
Yeah, something on Netflix.
Something on Netflix, but you had time for that. Like, so
it
you can always, there's always time. Like I'll be the biggest one. I don't have time to work out. Yeah, well, but I've got an hour and a half to scroll on Instagram.
Yeah.
Getting nothing.
See, that's the thing.
But that next video might make me laugh.
You have to have priorities. You have to kind of all our lives are busy, and I'll wake up in the morning, and as I'm having my coffee, I'm planning my day.
He is.
I'm like, okay, I'm working out during
and that's
time.
Good. And that's good.
Okay, well, I'm not working out today because I'm sore because I did my workout yesterday. I'm going to play a game today in those 2 hours. Or maybe I'm going to read comics because that's what I want to do that day. You know,
dude. I fucking hate downtime. My brain can't take downtime. I spaz the fuck out.
I'm pretty sure my mom was in my mom or my dad was in Alabama at some point, and they had you. We're a lot alike. We're a lot alike in a lot of ways. Like we like the same games. We have the same fucking mind problems where we have to have something going, or we're going to have like 10 windows open at a time. I'll have all the windows open.
Well, Brandon, how uncomfortable is your chair getting there? Because we said we weren't going to keep this too long.
Yeah, well, it's
we're
on the 2.5 hours. So if anybody in the chat has any quick questions they want to ask, now is the time. Because if you're too late,
that rant was classic. Okay. Whose rant? Mine, Dennis's, Jen's.
Let me just read the comments. Steve said, and we can come up with any questions that are coming. I'm actually going to do a video with my top 10 most expensive sealed games that will make you understand why I don't open them.
I get that.
I'm fucking excited to see that.
Definitely.
And I totally get it. Because imagine you can pass that on at some point. I would love to. Like, this gets passed on to Alex. If it's worth $150,000 at that point, I don't care.
It's not going to be to the, like, what are we, I'm guessing at, let's say 1,600 games. It's not going to be to that scale.
But
like, that's a huge amount of effort. Go right now and make yourself an eBay fucking account and try and sell 1,600 games on eBay or on Marketplace, or if that's fucking stupid. It's a lot of work. It's almost a
Yeah.
full-time job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be pared down. I just did that with my comics. I had like 15 years worth of comics that we had to sort through for 2 days straight. And I'm paring the whole thing. Anything I
nightmare.
decided I'm trading, I'm paring it all down. And it's probably going to go into one expensive comic. And like my goal was one long box is what I'm leaving my son. You can fit like 200 to 250 max, maybe 225 comics in there. If I can have let's say if I have 200 comics in that box, $100 a piece comic,
Oh
when
yeah.
I die,
Oh, that's money.
that's
a
nice
lot of
little money. And
Yeah.
it's 200. That's reasonable instead of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I know we're shitting on resellers earlier, but that is kind of one of the value. If you have a good reseller, somebody that you can, hey, come check out my game library. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
listen, I'll pay
Yeah.
you 70%, and then I'll turn around and flip it and
Yeah.
get that extra 30%
Yes.
for profit. That is one
100%.
value where it's like, oh, I got 1,600 games.
Oh.
Am I going to go take it to GameStop and get 12%? Or can I get it to a
No.
reseller who can give me like 60, 65?
Exactly.
I'm not shitting on the
Yes.
resellers at all. I shit on the reseller YouTube channel that claims their gaming channel. That's the part
Yeah,
I
there's a
shit on.
difference. There's nothing wrong with the
Because
reseller.
if I shit on the reseller, then I'm shitting on the pawn shop that I love, that I go down
Yeah.
just
Right.
down the street. They're
Oh,
resellers.
somebody did ask.
But they're not
that.
having a YouTube channel telling me what they're
Right.
playing their fucking games. They're selling them. I know they're selling them.
No, they're
Right.
saying, look,
I'm trading
we got
them
this
there.
game. Come buy it.
Yeah.
Somebody did mention that earlier about Parlor Pawn.
Oh.
Felt it was like not a whole lot there this year, and you're not wrong.
You're
I
not
just wanted
wrong.
to cover that.
I keep watching every day, and I go sometimes weeks without even seeing anything that I'm interested in. But we have a big collection.
Right.
And that's the problem. The bigger your collection is, the less you need to add to the collection.
See, there's like these big games that are on my wish list that if
Well, of
something came
course.
up on the PS1 big RPG or something like that,
Yeah, you're gonna go for it.
I'm gonna start fucking grabbing GameCube games off the shelf.
Yeah.
Whoa! Fucking people are gonna freak out now. I'm gonna start grabbing GameCube games that I'm never gonna play again there, and I'm gonna whoop, just go trade them.
Okay, we do have one final question, but it's not for Brandon. It's for Jeff.
The answer is neither.
You want to see?
Wow!
Maybe not. That's for the X-rated version. Oh, Jesus!
Stop saying the only thing. No.
Every time I'm drinking when you do something stupid.
Sorry, stop drinking so much.
And then also Retro said, I will say about Final Fantasy VII Remake, you probably got Integrate, I'm assuming, when you're saying it went up to $250, because Integrate has gone
Okay.
up.
Tell me the difference. What is Integrate?
Integrate has the DLC on it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we don't
Yes.
have Integrate.
We have Integrate.
We have Integrate.
Yes, we have
Okay.
Integrate.
Is Integrate also the one that had the
Are you
misprint
telling me
on the
that
CDs?
PS5 game is worth $250?
A PS5 game. It literally just came out.
Dude, I don't
Remake,
don't
not
wa-
Rebirth.
want to yeah.
Yes,
don't-
we
I-
ended up buying it. Can't
And
look it
you know
up
what?
now.
We didn't buy that because we thought it was going to
No.
be worth money. We bought it because Jem wanted to play it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it. And I
You,
did.
you know what I think's happening? I think there's less physical copies in circulation in general for the PS5.
True.
So
Yeah.
these prices are shooting up because they're becoming so rare so quick.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
wrong.
You know what?
The Last of Us remake on PS5 I don't think it sold as well as they expected, or they didn't make as many copies or whatever. That one's still retaining its value as well. Like day one purchase value, it's still retaining it for whatever reason.
That
You know what
only
I
used to be
realized?
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I realized when it comes to reselling and value of games and stuff like that? Because we just did my comics, and I go in the comic store and I see stuff they have. It's priced at a certain amount and everything, and I'm like, they set their own dollar value. You know what I mean? Like the comic being the dollar, and if they won't lose money. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're never going to say that this game is going to lose money.
Yeah.
Because if they do, their market crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, common stuff is always going to be worth common money. but the valuable stuff is always going to go up because it's never going to go down. It's never going to go down because if it starts going down, the market crashes. And now that the stores and stuff have money invested in those games, and they just or comic books or whatever. It's like they set their own dollar value. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, the Canadian dollar is worth X amount compared to the US dollar.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay,
It's like,
I'm cutting you off
Okay.
talking now.
I'm drinking too much.
I'm cutting you off.
Yeah.
I love you, but I'm cutting you off. Brandon, we have 2 questions.
Two
for you,
questions, and let's close her up.
and let's
Gotcha.
close her up. Okay, so
Rapid fire.
top 3 OG Xbox games. Yeah, that'll be real rapid.
There we go.
I'm gonna hit you with Breakdown. I'm gonna hit you with Phantom Dust. I'm gonna hit you with. Oh man, I want to give you another Death Row. Those are gonna be my top 3.
Whoa.
I don't think that's my actual top 3, but rapid fire, those are the ones that hit me quickly.
I
Yeah.
don't even know Death Row.
Okay, and top 3 games you want to be buried with.
Oh Jesus Christ, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see, buried with.
Your top 3 games of all time. Isn't it?
Top 3 games of all time, buddy.
Okay, top 3 games of all time. I'm gonna go Mass Effect, RE2 from '98, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Nice.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
All right,
Rest in peace.
listen. If I click on one more of these, Scott will have like a 5-minute monologue to
Oh,
say.
God, rant again.
He'll just go off. So I think we're gonna end it here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish we had a cool way to like end this out. I
Bye.
know
Oh, I got a cool way to end this
Wow,
out.
there we go.
you're gonna twerk.
Oh no,
I know.
we're seeing some
No,
nuts.
Sheriff Stone,
I'm
no.
gonna turn it off as soon as I take this dress up. We're gonna go.